Oi, Hardian, good to see ya. Thanks for coming through. Sleep well. Get some sleep. Fuck. Alright, sleep well. Oh no, yeah, for sure, man. I hope you feel better. That sucks. Feel better, get some sleep. God damn it. Thank you, we will. Sleep well. Ugh. Oh shit. Oh my god. Oh my god. Hey, how's it going, GB? Good to see ya. How you doing? How was your weekend? Doing okay. Well, it's good to see ya. Oh. Oh, gee. Oh god. Oh no! I got greedy. I got greedy. Now I have... God.
good in it. Solid bets here.
Hey, how's it going, Illusionary? Good to see ya. How you doing? I don't know where anybody is in here. Are you? No. No. Where the fuck? I scared you. And you're going upstairs. Oh. Boo. Hello, Tasai. You're not doing too well? Oh no, Illusionary. I'm sorry. Where the? I see the marker, but where are you? This? No. Oh, here. Christ almighty. I hope it gets better for you, man. I'm sorry.
Stars guide you.
Well, if you ever need a ear, I'm here. Go. Diablo 4 and then some videos. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Um, how you doing, Tasai? Uh, you love it. Oh, I'm glad you like it. I got a bunch of them done. Do this world boss and then I'll set up videos. I'm gonna start a little soon. Oh, just it won't be like that much earlier. I hadn't played this in a few days. Good thing these seasons are long. Hello, party people. I thought this guy had a polar bear at first glance, but it's a kitty cat.
Hello.
Greetings.
We got like 8 minutes. 8 minutes, shoot the shit.
Hello.
I am riding a kitty cat. This is my kitty cat. He doesn't look as friendly as this guy's though. I have a wolf pup sleeping in my backpack. There's like a better way to... He doesn't really face forward. Then I have I got my little goat. Oh, this little cutie. Oh, this little cutie. The little menace. I wish you could name them. Oh, his name is Little William, though. I think if I complete everything, I get this one. I think maybe, or it's in the. This is in the season journey. I don't know. Maybe. I like this one too, though. What's this one? Oh, this is in the shop. That's pretty cool, though. The purchase of Vessel of Hatred. Kill a little kitty cat. Right? This one definitely suits me. Except I don't. It says it's in the deluxe battle pass, though. So that one costs money. We're gonna say no thank you, but I believe this one's gonna be included if I complete everything, so yeah, right? Like oof. Big oof. I think this one came with like when we got pets unlocked. Or like when they added pets, but right. We'll just have this little cutie. It's okay. Little William's cute. It's okay. It's okay. I didn't want that one anyway. I didn't want it anyway. Well, there he is. There's little William. Little tail. We got 4 minutes. 4.5 minutes. They got little William too. It's your twin, William. It's the only reason why I play this game is because I get to hang out with this little goat. He picks up all the gold. Husky's cool.
Greetings.
Hello.
I want to say hi to you. I'm trying to pet your dog.
Greetings.
Don't say hi to me.
Greetings.
No, I don't. No, no. I'm not. I'm not trying to say hi to strangers. No.
Greetings.
Stranger danger. I'm just trying to pet the dog.
Hello.
I'll pet our goat.
Greetings.
Greetings.
I hate that. Because, like, everyone can hear you, so then you think everyone thinks you're saying hi. No. I'm just petting the animals.
Hello.
There's lots of Williams. Can I pet the owl? Can I... Like a thing? I don't... Oh,
Hello.
oh, no.
Greetings.
No! Maybe I can't.
Greetings.
Just petting everybody's pets. Waiting on a world boss. It'll be over like pretty quickly. There's a lot of like high level people in here, so it's just the world boss getting some of that, you know, higher tier loot, XP, all that good stuff. Yeah, it's just the world boss. Right, we gotta get the loots. Plus, I think there's like stuff for like upgrading too. I think that comes out of them and some other stuff. So, and then I hadn't played, so it like resets like every Thursday for like the weekly like big loot. So like I'll get that as weekly bonus spoils. So I'll get that, and then it'll also fill like my whispers thing. So I'll get another like thing of loot too. So it all evens out. I'll get extra loot. I'm a little squishy though for Torment 2, so hopefully I don't die too much. Hopefully I don't die too much. I'm just a little baby 105. Everybody else is here is like, this dude's like 193. He should be able to fight this boss by himself.
Mistake in crossing me.
There he goes. You have like 15 minutes to kill him, but it's going pretty quickly though. No! I should have stayed in between his legs. Thanks, Bob. Thanks, man. You're a savior. Bob was our hero. Bob's our hero. Ouchie. Woo! Yeah, I can't really like I'm not good at tanking a whole lot in this. I die a lot in Torment too. It's like it's the better stuff. I'm a little soft. Oh god. We got stunned though. That's a good stun on him though. Eee! Then I like lose like where I'm at. Which probably doesn't help. Oh god. Woohoo. Oh god. Yeah. How's it going, Kendrick? Oh, very nice, very nice. Oh shit.
Farewell.
You guys got... They killed like a bunch of shit around here. I don't know if there's anything else. We did it! And since he brought me back, I don't think I have to repair. I think. Yeah, Bob raised us. Bob saved us. He's our hero. Bob's a hero. I think I'm... Yeah. Yes, I think if like somebody like gets you up, then you don't take the durability hit. Not that it wouldn't really matter too much.
It is done.
It's going. Ooh, what's this? While using this weapon, damaging at least one enemy with rupture creates a blood pool that inflicts 244 bleed damage over time. What is rupture? What is that? Rend, level swing, upheaval, play, frenzy, bash, launching strikes, rallying cry, launching shout, war cry, kick. Okay. Rupture. Skewer enemies in front of you, dealing 3,854 damage, which is guaranteed to overpower. Then rip your weapon out, damage bleeding enemies for their total bleeding amount, and removing all bleeding damage from them. Hmm. Way inflicting damage, bleed over time. Increase bleeding damage for you the next seconds. Damage reduction 40. Oh. And then first 5 seconds. Critical strike damage chance for 10 fury strikes and knock down enemies. I'm gonna add that. You heal for their mouth. And then we had... Hey, how's it going, Gus? Increasing your damage dealt. Forty fury. That's 40% increased damage, turning enemies knocked back on impact. Yeah, well, like, it's cool because, like, right now they're doing a thing where, like, when you turn in, like, these whispers, you get, and, like, you get, like, a cache for that, but then you get an extra one, too, so it's kind of nice. And then I need this. Yeah, so we get, like, extra loot, but, like, usually, like, what I try to do is, like, like if you can time it right, you can like do that and then you'll fill your whispers, so then you get like the world boss loot and then you get 2 of those caches, so like it's kind of nice. I'm doing good. We need that. I got 3 points left. We'll just do that. Um, okay. So then I'm gonna put this on. This is not. We'll do this. This. Do this. What else we got here? You gain 1200. Oh, this is what I need. Fuck. Okay. Good thing I got some money and some extra shit on me. I'm gonna keep this though. This is kind of. That's kind of cool. Right on Tuesday on your homepage. Oh, good. That's okay. I know it's probably easy. It's probably easy to forget because I am lucky if I ever know what day it is. So I get it. I get it. We'll add that. This makes me sad that like this shit is like all in the like it's all money. Cause like these are cool. Like this is cool. It all costs fucking money. YouTube still ain't notifying. I'm almost turning the bell off. I'm right, like I don't. Yeah, it's weird. YouTube is crazy. YouTube doesn't know what it's doing. Except it has no problem like recommending like my own videos to me, which I'm like, no, thanks. I don't think I need to watch myself. I'm good. I'm good on that. Thanks though. Alright. I don't think I got anything cool in here. Doesn't look like it. Goat death mitts. Those don't really look that cool. I like stuff that have like effects on them, you know? Like, I want to look bougie. Um, Plan maximum life. Shake your key ass out there and learn and earn some money. I wish I could. The rhythm doesn't get me, okay? It doesn't get me. And I don't get it. Yeah, like I already do that while editing. Exactly. I'm like, I have to sit here and like fucking listen to myself. That's torture enough, okay? Like I don't, please don't recommend myself to me. Yeah, notifications seems like they're so hit or miss most of the time. How's it going, Henry? All right, let me go test this out real quick. Just gonna go out here. I'm gonna go see how this do be looking. Do I still have? Okay, I got. I don't think I changed much else, so gotta be something over here I can. Hey. Well, that's kind of nice though, cause this put I put more vulnerable damage out now, so I put like a crap ton of points into the vulnerable damage, so when they have like that purple hue around their health bar, it means that they take more damage from me, so. And we're gonna make them bleed. We got this. Alright. Just hoping that we don't freeze up here. I can't write a proper script for it, and I had my mic muted while recording because like that in LP or something. Oh, you know what? Like I've done this a few times where I've like started watching a video and then realized I was muted, or I didn't even hit record. So then I'm like, why am I like this? Why am I like this? Yeah, I'm gonna go take a quick break, and then I'm gonna get all these videos set up first though before I go, and then I will go take a break, and then we will get to our videos. But yeah, I've done a lot of like stupid things where I'm like my brain ain't braining today. It is what it is, you know. I'll be in a home soon. The muted mic was intentional. The problem is I can't write a script for shit. Oh, yeah, writing scripts is hard. I mean, I stream with my mic muted a lot. That's always a good time. That's like a normal occurrence. We do have Tim on deck tonight. We were gonna end with Tim, so um we're gonna watch the worst rated hotel in the UK, the Grand Hotel Scarsborough. So because I don't know anything about like UK places like hotels, motels, anything like that. Um I wanted to go through with like 1 star, like worst rated ones, just so I can see because you know, show me the grime, show me the grit. Post recording, it actually got harder. Yeah. I haven't ever tried voiceover stuff, so I have no experience with that, but I kind of just wing it when I make my video. I kind of just wing it and hope for the best. You know, people seem to somewhat like them, so because part of it's like, you know, I just try to do like blind reactions, but you know, so you can only do so much with that. Rambo, thank you for 20 months. How are you doing? But we're almost at 970 subscribers on YouTube though, so that's great. That's huge. We're getting there. We're getting there. But how are you doing, Rambo? Well, thank you for 20 months. All right. We have done all of that. We got all set up. 16 as a baseball manager for the Warriors in Yakuza 6. Yeah. Right, we're getting close to a thousand subscribers. We should have like some sort of celebration or something on there. I don't know what I'm gonna do yet, but we'll have some sort of celebration, I think. I think a celebration would be in order for it. All right, let me go take a break and then we shall start our videos. The first one's going to be a video game trailer and it's like a fan-made game and it's like Fallout with a Doom conversion on it. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool if you haven't seen it. So I thought we could take a look at it. Yeah, Fallout Bakersfield. So I thought we'd show this off cuz it's just cool. Yeah, we're coming up. We're getting there. 1K milestone. I'm guessing it'll be sometime next month, so it'll be cool because that's my birthday month. So maybe we can have like a 1K celebration on for YouTube and birthday month stuff. I don't know. I don't know. I didn't see the Hellraiser game. Is there? Let me look it up. I feel like that's kind of weird though. Like, what are you gonna do in this game? It's like a minute. All right, we'll watch this one too. Old school Doom engine. Yeah, I mean, like, I appreciate it. I appreciate it. But all right, let me go take a break, and then we will watch these game trailers, and then we'll get into our usual shenanigans. Space Marine 2, World War Z, etc. Oh, okay, cool, nice. How's it going, John? All right, I will be back. Alright, I'm back. Thank you, thank you. Okay. Thank you. Okay. This is the Hellraiser trailer. I haven't seen this one. My god, this is loud in my ear. Whoa!
You have a void.
Whoa! Booba.
A desirous, gaping heart.
This is an IGN, so it must be okay, right?
For excruciating pleasure. The very thing we offer.
Is that supposed to be him?
She
Oh.
is hellbound. Follow her. For we have such sights to show you.
Right? Don't shut me down! Don't shut me down! Well, I don't really understand what maybe it's about. Maybe it looks like kind of like a Outlast maybe type deal. It doesn't look bad though. Right? Don't slap my pee-pee. Oh, hold on. Don't slap my pee-pee, YouTube. It's just a game. They're not real boobs. They're not real. Silent Hill cut. Yeah, maybe. Hellraiser look good though.
Thank you. Greetings to you all. Ladies and gentlemen, for our first tune, I'd climbed the highest mountain.
I think this one looks cool though. I have watched this one though,
I'd climb
but I think it looks cool.
the highest mountain if I knew that when I climbed that mountain I'd find you. I'd swim the deepest river if I
You fell asleep with your tack vest on. That's okay. It must be nice and comfy. There's nothing wrong with that. I feel like this one looks pretty fun though. It has like a cool like nostalgia feeling to it. No, this is Fallout, but it's like it's a Doom conversion. Right? It looks cool. I'm a big fan of the like Fallout universe. I'm a vault dweller. He sets the intro, yeah. Definitely sets the vibe. I think this looks cool though. Yeah, like a power fist. Get your dad or your son.
Harry think he beat your head now.
Yeah. I pretend like 76 doesn't exist. That's just me though. Some people like love it, but it's that one's not for me. Plus Doom plus the Fallout. I don't know if it's like COD Zombies. I think it's because I think these look like ghouls. I don't know if it's like a horde thing, you know? It's like more like exploration. But I think that one looks cool. Fallout 76 and ESO have the same problem to me. I played a lot of ESO. I actually really enjoyed it. But 76 just didn't seem like the right kind of vibe for me, I guess. And it didn't seem like it had quite the like ESO thing. But I played a lot of ESO. All right, back to our regular shenanigans. But those trailers look pretty cool. They look pretty cool. It says man kills his crush's boyfriend in front of her.
This man's lust made him pull the trigger on his crush's boyfriend.
I'll admit she's pretty. Yes, it would be nice having sex with her, but I never thought. I mean, I thought about.
You came up with a Fallout 5 concept years ago. It takes place in Florida called Fallout in Paradise. It's the road sign 5. Oh, that'd be kind of cool. That would be pretty cool.
Yes, but I wasn't gonna ask her.
Oh, no, that's a weird question to say you want to go back and have sex, but
Yeah,
I mean.
but I didn't.
We're gonna stay clear though. You know, I kind of felt that way too when I tried ESO, but then I kind of really enjoyed it. Like they really have like a lot of good content in it, and like the fact that like a lot of the expansions like they were incorporating the other Elder Scrolls games, and I thought that was kind of cool. So I really enjoy. I played a shit ton of it, and I really enjoyed it.
Oh, no, that's a weird question to say you want to go back and have sex, but
Yeah,
I mean.
but I didn't. Like yes, I did. Like I did thought about wanting to have sex with her. Yes.
Sure.
22-year-old Josh was third-wheeling with Hannah and her date, 27-year-old Neil. After the trio hopped bars the entire night, Josh even tagged along with
Looks
the
like a
couple to
raider.
Hannah's house,
kinda
where a
does.
fun night took a freakish turn.
Where's the gun?
Please help. The gun is in my room.
Come on, Neil.
Please help.
I'm inside.
Neil,
Is the ambulance on their way?
They are.
I literally thought the gun was a flashlight because he was using it as a flashlight. We were looking for a cat, and I saw that I was using a flashlight.
1911 to 1922. Bring your red bag in.
I literally thought it was a flashlight because he was.
Come over here.
Yes, sir. I hope I can.
Just one? Right
Yes, one shot. I literally thought it was a flashlight, sir.
Is that what we're going with? We thought it was a flashlight. That's what we're going with here.
Because he was using it as a flashlight.
It's a trigger, dude. It's a trigger. You have to.
there. Stay over there. Stay over there.
Yes, sir.
1911 CPR.
There's that part. Yeah, I haven't played any MMOs in a while either.
did not mean
Come on,
to.
buddy.
I know, right? Like, how do you think a gun is a flashlight? Like, I mean, come on, man. At least you could have been like, I thought it was an airsoft gun. That would have been more believable, right? Than being like, oh, I thought it was a flashlight. Like, I don't know. I don't know how you... like, what the fuck, man?
Claire, it was so stupid of you. Why would
Yeah,
you ever
right.
have a gun? It's not a toy. I did not know. Oh my god.
I thought his bomb was a bowling ball.
How to use it, you don't.
I didn't know he had a concealed weapon.
Oh my god.
I didn't know. I didn't know it was like actual weapon.
This guy is... I don't know how you can, like, be this... Or I guess think that you can get away with it like this. I just can't. I just can't. Yeah, I thought it was a pellet gun.
Breathing?
Nope.
Oh my god.
Oh, really? Yeah, I haven't really played that many
Gun
MMOs.
is on the couch there. Shooter's right there.
I thought it was a flashlight at first because he was using it as a flashlight. I did not know that Neil concealed a weapon. So I was unaware.
Josh seemed exceptionally composed as he tried to blame his victim for getting shot. Meanwhile, Neil, who was shot in his chest, was declared dead on arrival.
Oh.
Confirm DOA. I'll talk to the female as well.
Okay, sounds good. I'll talk to you.
I think this person really is this reckless and dangerous and dumb. Yes, I think yes, they have the trifecta, and now somebody's dead.
I'm so sorry, Dana.
I did not know that. I'm so sorry.
I think
can
you
you
know,
do me a
like he
favor,
probably
get her
just
started on
has
statement?
to.
Thank you.
I swear to God, I did not know it was a concealed weapon.
Right, now-
I did
now
not
it's
know
a
he
murder.
concealed a loaded weapon or anything like that.
Okay, I'm gonna read you your rights though, okay?
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna get you secured first and I'll read you the rights.
Yeah, we gotta.
I mean, at least he wasn't going crazy with the cops, though. I mean, he's been pretty compliant for the most part.
I'm gonna get you secured first and I'll read you the rights.
Yeah, they're definitely not
Yeah,
friends
we
anymore.
gotta shoot him with the death. He said it was accidental. but
He's
he's
their
in
fucking
custody
ass.
now.
Yeah,
We have
exactly.
one witness and one DOA in an apartment.
I didn't even see it happen. I never saw him pick up the gun or anything because I had just turned away.
So you didn't physically see him like punch out, you know, with
Oh, really,
punch
Gus?
out, like
Yeah, no, I never saw him
gun
grab
at
the
him.
gun or point the gun. I just heard
Yeah,
it
there's
and I
some-
was like, I didn't really understand
there's
what it
definitely, like,
was. I just
crazy
felt the
people
ringing
out
in my
there.
ear. And it almost felt like something like ricocheted.
How close would you say?
I was so
Right, like I feel like when stuff like this happens and people want to be like, oh, like I didn't know, it's like they think that that's gonna save them. Like no, like nothing's gonna save you, especially from something like this. Like I don't think anything's gonna save you from this point. He's gonna lose 20. Yeah, I mean, like but like wasn't it like unintentional? You know, I don't know. It just seems a little sus.
ear. And it almost felt like something like ricocheted.
Yeah, it's pure delusion.
I was so close. Like, we were all so close. My kitchen is small. It's a small apartment. We were all in that small little kitchen. And I was already turned away, like, starting to walk the other direction. And then Neil started pulling behind me. And then he just fell down. And then there was blood everywhere.
You heard the bang. You turn around, and what do you see?
So at first I was still going the other direction. And Neil was still behind me. He was behind me. And it wasn't for, like, a minute later until I was, like, back in the kitchen where I saw all the blood everywhere. And then Neil, like, fell to the ground.
I never went into the apartment, but did he get shot in the front or the back?
I don't know. He said the chest, but I don't know if it went through the front or the back, but I'm assuming the front.
Josh and Neil had engaged in some playful sparring where the latter had landed some better blows. Could it be that the shooting was not just an accident, but a deliberate act born out of jealousy?
I just don't understand if, like, he was mad that once they did the boxing, even though he wanted to start it. I know that Neil has a harder hit, but I saw it and it looked pretty even. Like, Neil went light on him. But I'm wondering if that made him mad. But it didn't seem like that because everything was fine afterwards. It would all happen in like a 5-minute time span.
No, so they box.
Mm-hmm.
They stop.
And then I messed around with Neil. I was like, okay, do me now. And Neil, like, playfully hit me in the stomach, like, super light.
Yeah.
And I was like, harder. And then I turned around after that, and we were, like, going to start walking to the living room. And that's when it happened. And so I'm like, I don't really understand how he could think a gun is just a flashlight. The blood, like,
Was
in the
Josh?
kitchen.
That's his name, right, Josh?
I don't know. I asked him.
I
when
need
was
to
on
watch
the
some
phone
of those like
with him, he said
Reddit
it's Josh.
stories.
Oh.
I know
Listen
him,
to
but I just
him.
don't know him that well.
Kind of.
Like, we've
kind
met
of
at
back.
the bar like a couple of times.
Okay. Kind
And he
of.
just asked if he could come over to my house so he could sober up for an hour, and then he was gonna go home. And I said,
Did he
yeah, sure,
drive
that's
here?
fine. No, Neil gave him a ride because he doesn't drive. He walks, and he just didn't want to walk home. He said he's going on like.
Yeah, it's like it's kind of fucked up that like, you know, when things like this happen, like yeah, this is like really sad and kind of like pretty fucked up on his part, but then he wants to try to like get out of it and being like, "Oh, like I didn't know, like it was a flashlight." And it's like, "What? What?"
Neil gave him a ride because he doesn't
Like,
drive.
come
He
on,
walks,
man.
and he just didn't want to walk home. He said he's going on like a day or 2 days without sleeping, so he's like, I'm just
still
like
jealous.
drunk. I'm like low on sleep. Like I just
Where were you
come
guys
sober
at?
up for an hour down at Creekside.
So you and
Yeah, like you don't mess around with a loaded weapon, but so like the fact that like I don't know how you think a gun is like a flashlight, like that seems asinine to me. Yeah. Yeah, just give up. Yeah.
you and Neil are there together.
Yeah, he came and picked me up probably at around 11 or 11:30, and then we went down together. He was already there. He came and got me. We went down, and then we're all hanging out there, and eventually Josh started hanging out with us, and then that's when he asked me to come back here, and I said, yeah, that's fine. Like, Neil can probably give you a ride home later.
A telephonic testimony given by one of the witnesses who saw the trio together at the bar sheds more light on their relationship dynamics and the probable intentions.
So I don't know any of them particularly well.
Okay.
But I wait on them, I'd say.
So you normally see they're what you would call maybe irregulars?
Yeah.
Okay, and do they usually come in together, or do they usually hang out together?
Josh never hangs out really with anybody.
The kid's umbrella with an AR. Oh my
I think
gosh.
I've ever seen
Yeah,
him hanging out
that's
with
not
anyone.
good.
Have you ever seen him hanging out with Hannah before, in particular?
No.
Okay.
He is very quiet. He pretty much, he only ever has one cider. I think one time I've seen him drink 2 ciders, but that's it.
Uh-huh.
And he sits at the bar, and he's very quiet, and he doesn't talk to anybody. This past weekend, he did go hang out with Hannah. She is, like, very gregarious.
Mm-hmm.
Or, like,
outgoing?
That way. Yeah, she's very outgoing, and I think that she was trying to be very friendly to him.
Why did you decide to go to her place versus just giving a ride home?
Well, like, I wanted to spend maybe a little bit more time hanging out with her because I don't hang out with her as much.
Got it. Okay. So you just wanted to spend more time with her?
Spend more time, and then in case if I got a little more tired, I would crash at her place.
Okay.
He had met
Over Acorn falling. Oh yeah, I do remember that story. Yeah, like that one was crazy.
Neil there, and I think they do have, like, a previous relationship.
You mean Neil and Hannah?
Neil and Hannah, yeah,
Okay.
but I definitely get the
So
impression
should we all
that,
know
like,
that?
they
Oh,
probably
yeah,
had
that's
sex
fair
before
enough.
and
Okay.
are friends.
Okay. And have you ever heard Josh express any kind of feelings about anybody in the bar or Hannah at all?
Yeah, he stares a lot, but it seems not like creepy, more like very observational.
Well, you told me before that you'd want to express your feelings for her.
I did, but I didn't want to, say that, oh, I want to date you.
Okay. Josh, what about Hannah? You said she's very outgoing, very gregarious. Would you maybe describe her as flirty?
She's very flirty.
Okay.
And she honestly, the night that happened was she and Neil had definitely been
Yeah, I know, right?
all over each other.
Yeah, let me play with this flashlight that's attached to a pistol. Nothing could go wrong. Like, I don't know. That story seems like horseshit to me, though.
And then at the very end of the night, I noticed her, like, she had invited Josh to play pool, and she was like, started dancing with him, and I can see
Dancing with Josh or dancing with Neil?
Dancing with Josh.
Okay.
And I was like, oh, that's kind of
So pretty, like, when you say dancing all over Josh, she was, like, pretty much like
yeah, like
body to body kind of.
Yeah.
Okay.
But nobody seemed upset. Like, Neil didn't look mad.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody, they all left together. Everybody was smiling.
Okay. Did you see Hannah, like, making out with Josh at all, or just dancing?
I didn't see that.
Okay.
It wouldn't have surprised me.
Okay.
Oh, damn.
And I wasn't, I had a lot going on trying to get people to get out.
No, I totally understand. I was just asking if you had observed that. Yeah.
It seems like Josh saw Neil as an obstacle between him and Hannah, and shooting Neil seemed like the only way to get her.
You said that you guys were talking about experience fighting, but how did this conversation come up?
It just came out of the blue, you know, just something that slipped out, you know. I mean, knowing that I've gotten into a couple of fist fights in the past, I'd say he did better than me.
Sure, because it hurt, right?
It didn't hurt.
Or, no, you said it didn't hurt, it knocked the wind out of you.
It knocked me back, and I was kind of breathing a little hard for a little bit.
Yeah.
And then he kind of put his hand on my shoulder and said, "Are you okay?" You know, and I'm like, "Yeah, I'm fine. I'm just a little winded out."
Yeah, sure. Okay.
So after pacing.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, that is the kind of logic that lands you in jail, 100%. Just like the gun swept out and went off with a flashlight. Yeah.
For a bit, I looked down at the counter and then saw the gun. I was also curious on how the flashlight part of the gun worked, and so I wanted to just flash him with it.
No. We do not do that, and nobody should have let him do that. No.
You know, kind of because
So let's not go backwards from the progress we made last time. Okay, we've already
use a gun for a
established
flashlight.
that was not
Yeah.
the goal, to flash him with the flashlight, right? Your goal was to pull the trigger and fire.
Because you do not point your gun at something that you don't intend to shoot. Them the rules. So, like, if you want to flash them with the flashlight that's attached to a fucking gun, no. Alcohol weapons do not mix. Yeah, yep. He's admitting he knew the gun was here. He said he thought it was a flashlight earlier. Yes, that's very true. Yeah, because before he was like, I just thought it was a flashlight.
With the flashlight, right? Your goal was to pull the trigger,
yeah.
fire it around. Okay, we talked about this last
100%.
time, so let's not move backwards. We've already got that statement. Okay, I know that you picked up the gun with the intent of firing a bullet. Okay, it wasn't to flash him with the flashlight. We know that part was the lie, and I understand why you would do that. It makes sense to me, right?
Yeah, you do not point firearms at people unless you plan on shooting that person. Like, that is, like, you don't just wave it around and be pointing it at people. Like, that's no. Yeah, great job. You ruined your life. Yep.
We know that part was the lie, and I understand why you would do that. It makes sense to me, right? Self-preservation stuff. I get it, but let's not work backwards, okay?
Yeah, of course you knew what was gonna happen.
Really going through my head at the time. I just picked it up and aimed it and fired it. You know, not knowing what was gonna happen, because
you don't know what was gonna happen? You pulled the trigger and you don't know what was gonna happen, sir. You can play dumb, but I mean, for the love of God, at least just own that much, you know?
what was gonna happen.
Cooked on also, yeah.
Because
that is true too. Yeah, I guess he could have taken the flashlight part off and let him play with it. I guess I don't know, but then he sounds like a fucking child. Then no, here, play with this flashlight. I guess the gun magically went off by itself. Yeah.
I said I was tired. I wasn't really thinking clearly. I was up for 30+ hours.
That's still not an excuse.
But there were other things going through your head too at the time, because you had just gotten punched again by this guy who's sleeping with a girl that you want to be sleeping with, if we're being honest, right?
No, I actually didn't
Yeah,
want to be
no
sleeping
excuse.
with her. I was just mainly friends with her. Yeah, I had a crush on her, but I just was strictly wanting to be just friends with her.
Officers also recovered several sex toys from his possession, including ball gags and dildos.
So we have.
Bro was just carrying this shit around? What the? I can't. Bro, come on now. No. Store employee show a Mossberg potential buyer, which looks down the barrel and pulled the trigger without checking if it was loaded or not. Luckily it wasn't. Oh god, yeah, no, yeah, don't be doing that. Right, the fuck is wrong with this guy? Exactly. Yeah, what
recovered
the
several sex
fuck?
toys from his possession, including ball gags and dildos.
So we have
Like you just like you just carry this stuff around in your backpack like all the time or something? Like what the actual fuck?
your bag.
Bro.
I would have thought so.
So tell me about the other stuff that's in there that you don't want to talk about.
I don't know if I had a dildo in there or anything else like that. I don't know
Okay.
what of a sex toy I had in there.
What do you use your sex toys for? I mean, for sex, obviously, but like, I mean, what are the circumstances?
He was hoping he was gonna get down and freaky with Hannah. That's all it is. That's what he wanted. He wanted to get freaky.
Just if we were wanting to get a little, frisky or kinky or
wow.
whatever.
Okay.
He was ready.
So, maybe you're a little hopeful that you get to play with those with Hannah?
He's gonna shoot a shot.
No, I never wanted to have sex with Hannah. I never had the thought process of having sex with her.
So explain that to me, because that one, I mean, we've all been attracted to people, and usually, like, if you're attracted to somebody, you want to have the physical
I've
experience.
thought about it. Like I've thought about it, but I didn't actually want to do that because I've seen her flirting with other guys, and I'm like, having sex with her.
Right? Are you
would be
sure?
nice, but
He is like trying so hard to cover this up and cover up his feelings, but I mean he's lying through his teeth.
having sex with her would be nice, but she.
Especially that right there. Like, nah, like I wouldn't have sex with her, but I bet it would be nice. Like, okay, yes, you want to sleep with her.
Is flirting with other dudes, so it probably wouldn't be worth it. I mean, she's pretty. I'll admit she's pretty.
Yeah.
And
Yep,
cute.
you want to nail
but,
it.
I mean, yes, it would be nice having sex with her, but I never thought twice about wanting to actually.
That doesn't even make sense. Yes, I thought it would be nice to have sex with her, but I didn't think about having sex with her. Bro, come on now. Come on. You just got to be honest at this point. You just, just tell it like it is. At least try better. Yeah. I yearn for it enough to take sex toys in my car, but no, I never thought about doing it. Yeah, right? Like, yeah, I just happen to have this bag of like, gag balls and dildos, but like I didn't, I don't really want to have sex with anybody or do anything with it. Like, bro, come on.
But I never thought.
He's gonna be popular in
twice
prison.
about wanting to
Yeah.
actually, go back to her place and having sexual acts. Like, I mean, I thought about it, yes, but I wasn't gonna ask her.
Oh, no, that's a weird question to say you want to go back and have sex.
That's true. Like this guy's not like being problematic, I guess. Like he's not being aggressive or anything like that, but yes, this guy is he's a moron. Bravo anymore. What the actual fuck is wrong with you? Yeah.
I wasn't gonna
I mean,
ask
yeah, I
her.
thought about it.
Oh, no, that's a weird question to say you want to go back and have sex, but I mean,
But I didn't, like, yes, I did thought about wanting to have sex with her, yes.
Sure. Right, and kind of like we talked about before, like, hey, if you had gotten back there and one thing led to another, you weren't going to tell her no, right? Yeah, that's whatever toys are in the bag. Why do you typically? I mean, I know you said, okay, in case there's a hookup, like how often do you end up in a situation where you need a sex toy from your bag?
I just have it in
0. I can tell you right now, it's 0. It is 0.
there just in case if I was gonna use it during my hookups. But after the last few that I've had, I haven't really used it.
Why is that?
Just never really had the thought of using it.
Josh was charged with assault, reckless endangerment, unlawful discharge of a firearm, and negligent manslaughter.
He got negligent manslaughter? How is this not a murder? What the fuck? I don't remember, like, this is like what infuriates me. Like, how is this not murder? Like, reckless endangerment, assault, unlawful discharge of a firearm, and it should be fucking murder. That's what it should be. Oh my god. Like, why? That's why I have all these sex. Yeah, exactly. It's in the negatives for sure, yeah. Oh my god. I don't understand. I don't feel like this is manslaughter. I don't know. I don't feel like this is manslaughter. Sleep with anyone in 3 or so years, but at least he's optimistic, I guess. Yeah, I don't know. Bros. Oh my god. Yeah, justice wasn't done. I don't know where this was though, so maybe this is like a state problem. Maybe states are it's like a soft state, you know? Third wheeling on a date. So I'm trying to read these comments to see if anybody knows, like, I read the description to see if it says, like, where it was. I don't know if he said at the beginning. I don't think he did. I don't know, but that sounds fucking ridiculous. I don't like it. I don't like it. And he can get a jury to go for murder, so pled down. Maybe, I guess maybe, but I don't know. It just seems ah. The backside receiving end, yeah. Sounds like California. It could be. It could be. The howdy doody kind of thing. I mean, like if he ends up shaving, you know, then he gonna look available. All right. Disturbing YouTube videos based on what we know now. I don't know what's gonna be on those. This one seemed like it was interesting though.
These are the videos that seemed completely normal when they were uploaded, but behind the scenes, or not long after, everything changed. What you're about to see is a reminder that not everything is as it seems.
Hi guys, and welcome to this week's video.
Oh, looks creepy.
Now, some of you know that Jake is actually 8 years younger than me. 8 years. And to be honest, I was always going to end up with a younger guy. I don't really like salt and pepper hair. I'm very young at heart, and I've always dated younger guys.
Emily Hart is a lifestyle YouTuber who started sharing her life and storytelling videos back in 2011, kicking things off with a vlog about her trip to Berlin.
We're just walking along.
Give me a Nazi bitch or be everyone's kind of up to him. I don't know. I mean, California is kind of a oof. I would say.
A Berlin street that's called Hind something Blinum Straßenblumum. I don't know what it's called, but it's pretty.
As her career progressed, she began sharing her takes on love, dating,
Yeah,
and everything people are.
She got crazy eyes. I'm not trying to be mean, but like she got the crazy eyes on her. So I feel like she's gonna be one.
Usually too
So,
afraid
yeah,
to
she
say out
definitely seems
loud,
crazy.
all delivered in her signature 10 Reasons Why style.
I don't know if any of you have heard, but 10 Reasons Why has been nominated as one of the blogs of the year for Cosmopolitan magazine.
Her award-winning series came to an abrupt end shortly after she posted a now infamous video about the perks of having a younger boyfriend. In it, he surprises her with a gift, one that would eventually lead to her demise.
There are also some excellent things about dating a younger guy, and here are my top 10. 1. Because you're older than them, I feel like they always want to impress you all the time. And as a result...
Oh, so she likes the dudes that are just hag maxing. Bro is just hag maxing.
Result of that, they're very attentive. Sit. Roll over.
Fly out of the damn bed.
Good boy. No.
The fuck is this? What is this? No. Bro. No.
No. Stay. Now go and make me a cup of tea.
Later in the video, she captures the exact moment her boyfriend gives her the gift.
Ready, baby?
Yeah?
One sec.
Okay.
Happy birthday.
Oh my god, 2 scooters!
Yeah, you know that.
Why'd you get me
She got a scooter.
Well, this one's a 6. It's got your name on it.
This is pet play. Yo, I thought this was gonna be something totally not a scooter. I'm gonna be honest. I totally thought this was like, not gonna be a scooter. The freaky ass people here. I don't know. Pet play can be fun. Come on. You know, that just ain't for me. That ain't for me. I'm good. I ain't judging though. I'm not king shaming at all.
And then this is the
It just seems a little. Maybe he needs to find somebody his own age.
one you can use to work. It's all electric and apparently the best one in the game.
Oh my god,
Just 4 days later, she chose to ride that same e-scooter instead of taking her car to the fertility clinic and became the victim of a devastating crash with a truck.
Oh shit.
Paramedics were called to the scene, but
Oh my god. Deflated tire caused YouTuber's e-scooter crash? Oh. Damn. What a way to go. Just not the time and place. Yeah, right? It's okay to be freaky, everything else has its place. That is true. What the fuck is the time? True.
sadly, she died on impact, becoming the first recorded fatality involving an e-scooter in the UK.
This isn't funny because she died, but at the same time, it's kind of like 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 I don't even know what to say. Like you are the only person to die on an e-scooter. I mean, this is like a very like unfortunate situation, but
impact because
it's an e-scooter, it's an electric scooter, so it's like those electric bikes. There's definitely dark humor. Yes, I'm not like laughing at her dying by any means. Like that sucks, but I mean, you were the only like. I guess this is just like bad luck.
Becoming the first recorded fatality involving an e-scooter in the UK. Looking back now, it's chilling to realize that in her final video, we saw the very tool that would lead to her tragic end a few days later.
Okay, so once you start getting in, there are a few bugs that we couldn't fix. There's this weird bug where once in a while, when you're entering an interior,
Damn, yeah,
you have
right.
to reopen the client. And we just couldn't figure out how to.
What is this game?
Before this.
Eager to reveal the game he'd been building for over 2 years,
Everland.
Wreckful went live and invited his viewers to take part in Everland's first
my
public
God.
stress test. Fans were excited to finally see what their favorite streamer had been working on, but little did they know it would be his last ever video.
Crazed leper gnomes. We don't accept people in society who are lepers and crazy.
Oh, wait, is this the guy that like offs himself like after a while or something? Like it's kind of sad.
We beat them up and tell
Electric makes sense. E anything. E girl similar. Electric girl. But yeah, there's like e-bikes, e-scooters, shit like that.
them that they're bad and crazy. Pretend we're really open with everybody, but that's only if they have things we can understand. If they have problems we can't understand, we just kill them. Watch TV? Wow, that's like pretty much everything you can do in all of life. It's all right there. Talk to people too, wow, while doing those things. Usually about uninteresting topics, because everyone likes different that you can't even relate to. Oh, yay! No! That's everything. Oh, no!
Byron had the fame, the skill, and the fans, but none of it seemed to fill
can
the
blame
void.
the
He often
language
spoke
barrier,
openly
yes.
about his battles with depression and bipolar disorder.
That's what you live for.
Yeah.
Like you came
I saw this clip like recently, or like it was something that popped up about him. I think it wasn't that long ago.
home and you would
That's the only reason why I know.
like watch them play.
Yeah. Yeah, it's simple, yeah. That came out of nowhere, sorry.
Therapy often didn't give him the relief he needed. At times, he'd vanish for months, quietly battling his demons. His final hope for connection came through creating a game, one designed not just for fun, but to bring people together and fight loneliness online.
It'll be fun, dude. But wait, you guys will like just all hanging out in here, right? I'm excited.
Before the game could ever be released, Byron did something no one expected, something that stunned both his followers and his closest friends. He went to Twitter and publicly proposed to his ex-girlfriend,
Right.
someone he hadn't seen in 6 months. While many mocked the bold move, some laughing, others calling it cringe, longtime followers recognized the signs. To them, it was clear he was likely going through a manic episode. With Becky not responding right away and hundreds of hate comments flooding in, Byron believed there was only one way to escape the pain he was in.
I
walk up to Reckful's place with Slick, and there are two cops standing there, and I see a body covered up with a tarp breezing in the wind.
You can relate to that.
Because every time y'all die, a piece of me dies too. Because that's what happens. A piece of us died yesterday.
Byron Bernstein, known to Twitch users as Reckful, has died. The beloved gamer and esports player had close to 1 million subscribers on the platform and was one of the highest-ranking World of Warcraft players.
Countless streamers shared their heartbreak upon hearing the news. It was a profound loss for the gaming community. While fans were excited to see Byron finally showcase the game he'd poured his heart into, no one realized it would be his final video on YouTube.
That's really sad though. Like that's sad that like it just got to that point for him, you know? Like that's always like disappointing and just kind of tragic to see about people and like probably like how important mental health is, like whether you're a man or a woman. And I think, you know, the whole like men's mental health thing, I think it is important. Yeah, like that's really unfortunate. The fuck is this though?
You might be wondering what you just watched, but that clip takes us back to 2010. A YouTuber named Venus Angelic regularly posted videos.
Yeah, I definitely think that like there's a lot of men that have mental illness, and I think there's a lot of women too. So like I don't think that anybody should be more important than the other. But as we've seen this year, like that wasn't the case. How's it going, Barkin? Good to see you. Usually men's mental health is ignored in the best cases. Yeah. I mean, I honestly think that like men get shit on entirely too much, and I don't know. I get kind of sick of it, honestly. Like it just like I don't know. It just makes me kind of mad because I think everybody should be important and everyone probably needs help, and you know, all of the like women that want to be like, you know, men are gross and I hate men, and then they want to be like, oh, well, there's no good men in the world and this and that, and then like you make memes like making fun of men and like their mental health because they had like a men's mental health month or whatever. Like I don't know, like, and if you're gonna make fun of that, I don't know, I think you're a horrible person in my opinion. I think that you are a disgusting human being. That is just my opinion, and I know that's probably not the popular one, but I don't really give a shit because I think that everybody should be able to get help if they need it, and men shouldn't feel like they don't have any options, but they feel like they don't, and I get that because like look at like what people like I'm going to say like look what women have done. Honestly, because it's like I don't know. It just kind of makes me mad because like you see something like this, like that man looked like he was like a very kind and just lonely and had lots of issues, and he was making a video game to try and like cure loneliness, and it's just and like what like so like you're making fun like you're making fun of those people, and I think it's like really fucked up, and I think it's like nasty, disgusting behavior.
Takes us back to 2010. A YouTuber named Venus Angelic regularly posted videos of herself imitating a living doll.
I've seen these before. Did something happen to her? Or is they're just creepy? I don't know.
She racked up millions of views, and while most assumed she was just an anime fan or had a harmless cosplay hobby, there were some darker secrets hiding behind the scenes. Her first rise to fame came in 2012, when a video titled "How to Look Like a Doll" went viral and gained global attention.
Get powder in your natural skin tone. Lightly dab the sponge with the powder. Then dab the sponge to your facial areas. We only dab, as pressing too much powder onto your skin would mess up the doll look.
The innocent facade.
The voice is terrifying. I remember seeing these maybe it was like on Instagram or something. It was like a few years back, but I do remember seeing her like popping up here and there, and I was like, some like these look kind of sad almost. You have mixed feelings. It won't be mixed feelings for Tulia.
of a doll-like YouTuber began to crack when other creators in the same niche were suddenly targeted by waves of fake accounts. They were being blackmailed and accused of copying Venus Angelic. All signs seemed to point to one person. It must have been Venus, right? Wrong. In reality, someone else was pulling the strings from the shadows. Fans began to notice something odd. Some posts on Venus's social media were written in broken English, while others sounded perfectly polished and in her usual tone. Fans started putting the pieces together and eventually concluded it could only be one person.
Hi, you know me already. I'm Margaret, Venus Mom, Venus Angelic, on YouTube, or Venus Palermo.
Hi, I am Venus.
And I am Margaret.
Oh my gosh, her mom looks young too. Like, it's like, that is, I mean, I don't know how old her mother is, but I mean, she doesn't look like she's very old.
And we are very glad and happy to come to
I'm sure there's like some
Lithuania
performativeness in her
and to
accent and like how she
participate
talks.
in the famous talk show Kakadu Pentarienis.
Yeah!
Fans began to suspect that Margaret had full control over Venus's online persona, from posting on her behalf to directing every video. Eventually, Venus came forward and confirmed it.
My mom has access to my main email address,
She's freaking you out.
@gmail.com, my website, venusangelic.com, my Facebook and Twitter account.
She later confirmed that her mother even tried to sabotage her romantic relationship, all in hopes of keeping Venus focused on her online persona and business.
Oh,
in
no.
2016, Venus fled her mother and moved to Japan, an escape she later described as necessary for her survival. After her
Yeah.
escape, fans noticed a dramatic shift in the tone of her posts. They felt more personal, more honest, and far less robotic. It's chilling to realize that what seemed like a girl simply obsessed with cosplaying a doll was actually someone living under her mother's control, forced into being a doll against her own will. While Venus Angelic's story found a hopeful ending, the next one did not.
Just like his makeup. Yeah, but I wonder if like she was even interested in it or if she even enjoyed doing these, right? Because then if the like other videos of her were like after she moved to Japan and she just wanted to like maybe vlog her life, then maybe makeup like wasn't really like that big of a deal to her. And then like her mom was just like exploiting her for that reason. Like that's kind of fucked, you know? Yeah, it all seems forced. Yeah, it definitely does. That's kind of sad. I don't like, I don't know. I hate that. Like when you see parents that do this to their children, because I feel like their kids come out either fucked up or best case scenario, they end up like her. Like she ends up moving and then obviously she looks like she's a lot happier and maybe has a better life now, which I would hope so, but I don't know. That's just ugh. I hate parents that do that kind of shit. Being freaked out by her mom. Yeah, she definitely looks, I mean, she looks a little crazy, but yeah, her mom is a cruel lady. Do the cards like property should be born on my blood? Yeah, you know, like in all honesty, I don't like family YouTube channels necessarily all that much, and I don't like kid channels of like this is like my kid playing with toy, or I don't know. I just like something about it like rubs me the wrong way of like I don't think that you should be putting your kids in those positions on social media or trying to, I guess, like make money off of them. It's just I don't know, like it's something about it just rubs me the wrong way. Like I just don't like it, you know. And I mean, and I've even watched, you know, like I've watched like John and Kate +8 and like look at like those poor kids. It's like Jesus Christ. And then like there's just a lot of them, and like I don't watch any like family YouTube channels or anything like that. And like when I've watched like documentaries about them, and like those seem like so just like yikes, and I feel really really bad for those kids. Yeah, it definitely is. It definitely is. I feel like they are just trying to almost like just use their kids for money, which seems like really bad parenting move, I guess. I don't know. It just always kind of like irks me.
Against her own will. While Venus Angelic's story found a hopeful ending, the next one did not.
Sylvester, you made $405.
Wow.
You sure you want to spend it all on wet food?
Yeah.
I snuck into the office, got on the computer.
Steve Cash was one of YouTube's early stars, a musician and creator best known for his viral talking kitty cat videos.
What your present is?
No.
Well, just try to guess, kitty.
What?
All right, it takes a lot of screws.
Her?
Using clever editing and voiceovers, Steve made his cats appear to talk back.
The spectrum was born. I think that there's like differences of how you do that. Like somebody who is a like psychologist or maybe is or like if you like I've seen like shorts of like people that have like this is like what like the progress of like my kid that has autism and stuff like that. Virgil, how's it going? I don't necessarily think that those are bad, because I think that if you can maybe like create a community when you have kids that are maybe like low functioning autistic, it's probably a really hard and lonely life that you have. And if you are fortunate enough to have therapy for them, I think that maybe creates like a good community. But I think the ones that are like, I feed my 12 kids at McDonald's for 24 hours. Like, it's just like, oh my God. Like, oh, like, okay, let's not do that. You post a year, her daughter appears from 4. Yeah, I think I don't really think that there's a problem with that. I guess maybe I shouldn't say like all of them, but I think that the majority of them are not good. How's it going, Mal? Good to see ya.
Using clever editing and voiceovers, Steve made his cats
Welcome
appear
on
to
in,
talk
Virgil.
back with sarcasm, humor, and a subtle edge of darkness. While the content was comedic on the surface, Steve had been quietly battling bipolar disorder and other mental health struggles. Over time, fans noticed a change. The humor grew darker, and Steve began taking long breaks between uploads.
Hey guys, I'm Steve Cash. I just wanted to say thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you guys in the next video. And to those of you who are wondering why it takes me so long sometimes between videos to get anything out, it is because I have bipolar disorder, which means I spend sometimes, a couple months to 6 months or longer stuck in a really, really deep depression. And it comes and goes, and I don't really have any control over it. So when it is taking me a long time to get a video out, I'm sorry. It's just that, I'm struggling as well. So either way, again.
After that video, Steve disappeared from the internet for 4 months until the heartbreaking news went public. Much like Wreckful, he had lost his battle with the mental demons he'd been fighting for years.
That's sad. I have seen this one too. I have seen this guy. That happened to those cats, yeah. I mean, I guess they need.
The man you just saw was a Norwegian YouTuber known as Apator. He rose to fame with his wild, offbeat videos. His breakout moment came with On Thin Ice 2, where he skated, swam, and goofed around on a frozen lake. He quickly became known as the guy who did dangerous stunts on ice. Fans often warned him about the risks, urging him to be careful. But despite the danger, he kept going, right up until the chilling video he posted on the 22nd of
early. That guy sounded like he was American, so like, but I would imagine that his story and Wreckful's story are probably, nothing, unfortunately, that is uncommon, because there's lots of people that struggle with lots of mental issues, unfortunately. So and if YouTube was maybe something that they could do that maybe helped in some ways, but if they end up, kind of, I guess, getting succumbed by, their depression because it gets that bad, I don't know. It's just sad.
Despite the danger, he kept going, right up until the chilling video he posted on the 22nd of November, 2021.
Dnем рождения.
Titled, I Am Not Dead, I Am 57 Today. The video was a birthday celebration and a showcase of his playful defiance.
I am not dead, I'm 57 today. I actually love that title.
7 today. The video was a birthday celebration and a
The long
showcase
stuff
of his
behind the
playful
story.
defiance.
Oh,
Proof that
got you.
despite the danger, the freezing water, and years of warnings, Apator was still standing, still laughing, and still alive. But behind the laughs and freezing stunts, the danger was always real. Just 4 days later, while filming near a frozen lake, Tor slipped beneath the ice, and he was alone. He managed to call for help and was rushed to the nearest hospital, but the damage had already been done, and he tragically passed away the following day. It's heartbreaking that someone so full of life passed in such a way, especially just 4 days after posting a video titled, "I am not dead." What's wild is that, at the time these videos were uploaded, they all seemed so normal, just another post from a familiar face. Take care of each other. And
That's true. Yeah, that seems like that's like a you never know what could happen. Just never know. All right, this one was in Discord. I don't know. I think this is from Demon. This is the Papa Meat video, and he talks about the cruise ships, like the horrors of cruise ships. This is gonna. I'm probably gonna get totally grossed out by this. I just have a feeling I'm gonna be so grossed out. The plat also. Oh, gotcha.
Welcome back to the Papa Meat channel. How you doing? How you doing? Come on in and sit on down. Today, I have something very, very important I'm going to try to drill into your brain. I'm going to try to stop you from...
I feel like these are gonna be like horror stories of cruise ships that I'm gonna be like, oh, I never want to go on a cruise now. They're gonna be like disgusting.
Going to hell yourself. What is hell exactly? Cruise lines. You ever have somebody who's like, we're going on a cruise? They say it as if it's not a prison sentence. Cruises are the biggest anomaly. It's like if Walmart was a boat. Which, honestly, when you say it out loud like that, it seems pretty cool. But cruise ships are, in my opinion, a floating nightmare. I've been on a cruise ship once whenever I graduated.
I went on a cruise. Oh my god, is this him when he was a kid? I went on a cruise when I was like 13, but like I don't remember like a whole lot of it. And I mean I was 13, so I probably didn't even like get to enjoy it.
Graduated college. I think it was 3 or 4 days in total, and it was 3 or 4 days too long. I think by the first night, you kind of got it, and then you realize like, oh, I'm stranded on this thing. Cruises have all kinds of crazy things: drunken fighting, turbulent water. People don't realize how many people go overboard a year on cruise ships. Okay, people also don't talk about the rampant assault and even murder that happens on cruise ships.
This is true. I did watch like a true crime thing about, I think she worked on a Disney cruise line and she just disappeared and then like nothing ever came of it. And Disney tried like tried to pay the family off. I know there's lots of inappropriate behavior and graping that happens. I think it's the kind of story. Going on a cruise is not such a great idea. I mean, I think for the most part, you probably would be okay.
Ships. So today, I want to go through a couple instances.
Obviously, like it's never zero, but I feel like that could maybe be like applied to some other areas of the world.
Of some very famous cruise ships and cruise incidents, along with some nice factoids to make sure that you do vacationing right and you stay away from cruise ships. So let's get into it. Today, this video is sponsored by BetterHelp. Whether you're experiencing stress, long-term issues, or trying to maintain personal goals, BetterHelp's therapy is here to help you. And if you click the link in the description, you'll get 10% off your first month of BetterHelp. BetterHelp makes therapy so much easier and a lot less intimidating. Meet your way with virtual sessions, a simple phone call, or even messaging back and forth. Whatever that is most comfortable to you is the way BetterHelp wants to work. And since BetterHelp's benefits are virtual, you can match with over 30,000 therapists based on your needs and preferences and find the perfect therapist for you. Depending on where you live, you may only have a few options around town. Do you really want to drive miles to have to sit in a lobby and kind of, hope
Yeah,
that
I
a
think this
therapist
video's
works
from like a
one to
year
have you
ago.
be wishy-washy on the issue? Instead, maybe deal with these issues from the comfort of your home instead of out and about and all that kind of stuff, and have BetterHelp get you started. In most cases, people who join BetterHelp get matched with a therapist within 48 hours! And to lighten the stress even further, you don't have to worry about the awkwardness of breaking up with your therapist. If you feel like someone isn't a great fit, you can switch at any time with the click of a button.
Now that I'm older, I feel like cruise ships freak me out more than when I was a kid. I think when I was a kid, I just didn't know any better, you know. But now that I'm older, I feel like cruise ships freak me out.
And it also gives you 10% off your first month at BetterHelp. Thank you, BetterHelp, for sponsoring this video, and back to the video. Cruises right now are almost a $30 billion a year industry.
Oh, shit.
Isn't that crazy? The amount of people though, that I hear they're like, I'm going on a cruise. We're going up to Alaska to look at whales, and we get to go on a whale cruise. I would rather go to like a corn maze in Iowa. I think I can confidently say that enough. I think I can confidently say I would rather go to like in a corn maze. This is a heavy hitter, and this would be a nightmare for everyone involved. And it's the infamous poop cruise of 2013. A fire in the engine room of the Carnival Triumph.
God, I used to be so sick of the Raid Shadow Legends and Ridgewall sponsored spots, though. Like, I feel like I would sit through them, you know, to be nice, but like, fuck, man. I was like, God, I was like, why is this everywhere? I feel like it's like haunting me and it's like following me every like to every video that I go to watch.
Infamous poop cruise of 2013. A fire in the engine room of the Carnival Triumph led to some horrific events. Smoke in the hallway quickly turned to piled up red biohazard bags filled with poop. Out of all the echelons of ranking the cruise ships, I think Carnival is like the worst. I believe I've heard it called the Spirit Airlines of cruise ships. I've heard it definitely called the Walmart of cruise ships. More than 4,000 passengers and crew members were stranded aboard after a fire knocked out the ship's power. And during this time, they were without air conditioning, without lighting, food, water, and working toilets. At the time,
Oh my God, oh my God. See, like, this is going to be in the back of my mind if I ever, like, someone's going, you want to go on a cruise? Fuck no, I don't want a fire to happen. And then, sleeping outside and there's no power and there's shit everywhere. So yeah, like that, like this like terrifies me. Movies and certain pop culture references. Ridge Wallet didn't get too popular here, but I share their feeling on Raid Shadow Legends. You booked us a cruise last week? No! No! Well, it was nice knowing you guys. I'm going on a poop cruise.
of settings.
Tox wouldn't survive on a poop cruise. If that happened with Tox would not survive, okay? Like, if this happened, if me and Tox were together and this happened, Tox would not be having this. Because of the smell. Right? I bet the stink was absolutely just, ugh, like, oh my God. It just, it'd be like like, just septic, like, grossness. The decade it was made on the first 10 minutes. You're jumping overboard. You're like, well, I'd rather get eaten by a shark or drown in the ocean. I'm out of here.
Sale in February,
Gag
Triumph
just
only
to hear
had
that.
4 of its 6 generators fully operational, and the company had an ongoing fire hazard in ships across its fleet. So even before they set off, they realized that 2 of our generators are down, and they were just like, we cannot take the financial hit. Please go. We gotta get people on the Carnival cruise and get them out there in the ocean.
That's
so,
terrible,
4 days,
though.
poop was everywhere on this cruise ship, okay? The toilets wouldn't flush, and in some cases, toilets erupted. They overflowed and
Oh my
spilled into the
God.
hallways. People were handed bags and told to poop in the red biohazard bags instead of using toilets. Because if you use the toilet,
Where are you, like, do you have to poop in the hallway? Because there's, like, shit everywhere? Like, you have to poop in front of people? Oh, no. This is so bad. Make sure to wear a hazmat suit, yeah. Oh my God, no.
it's probably gonna explode and make things
Disgusting.
much worse. Imagine someone coming up to you and just being like, please, just use this instead. These workers who probably fucking live on the boat 8 months out of the year a lot of these times are now subjected to being poop police.
Right.
And this is supposed to be
Whole
your
new
vacation.
meaning, whole new meaning to poop deck. That you literally gonna have to swab. Why does it need to be bagged? Because it's like anything that like comes out of your body, like blood, things, poop, stuff like that, like, and you're cleaning it up. If it's not going in the toilet or something like that, then it has to go in like those biohazard bags because it's like, it's like a biohazard. So, since nobody could flush the toilets, they were given all the biohazard bags to do their business in. But that is just, ugh.
situation. You know what? I hate to say it, but this is divine punishment in a lot of ways. I think this is God letting you know. He's like,
Imagine in front of other people. Yeah.
They thought that this would be a civilized act, but in the end, poop was smeared all over the walls, all over the floor. People were rioting with poop on the Carnival cruise ship, and raw sewage pool.
Oh, that's what it looked like with every. Oh my God. Like from the fire and oh my God. No, fuck this. Fuck this. Bags sloshing with pee? Yeah, probably. They probably were. That, oh God.
At the end of...
Or maybe that's what the bucket was for. They were peeing in the bucket and then you poop in the bag. I don't know. Oh,
the deck. It all just accumulated at the end of the deck. And some passengers avoided what little food there was so they didn't have to use their red bag. They saw the horrors going on and they were just like, we won't be one of those red baggers. The ship still operates. And the craziest thing is after all of this nightmare, this giant publicity stunt that happened, they still use the specific ship that probably has dried up shit somehow. It's probably in...
No way. Oh my God. They still use the same There's no way you cleaned up all the shit out of every like nook and cranny that poop got just splashed everywhere. There's no way. So yeah, I think he's totally right. Like there's probably still like crusted shit on there somewhere. And like who knows where, and you probably have touched it. Like, ugh. Oh my God. No. How's it going, Spike?
The walls, it's under the floor, but like, there's no way that they did a good enough cleaning. There's no way Carnival Cruise actually gave a fuck about that. They're probably just like, replace the carpet, we'll be fine. Moving on. But due to the loss of power, the ship's stabilizer stopped working, causing the ship to list, which I'll give you a nice little.
There's a nautical term to describe when a vessel takes on water and tilts to one side. Okay.
Description of what that is here, which sloshed all the.
There's absolutely a nail or some shit encrusted with a cool. Yeah. There's there's poop somewhere because there's no way in hell that they got it all.
Water and sewage aboard. It really put a damper on the whole day.
Oh
and
my
after the vessel
God.
took on water.
So then it like tilts and then all the shit moved. Oh my God. Oh God.
Tilted to one side. The ship's carpets and walls were soaked in a mixture of sewage and water. Many guests dragged their mattresses to outside decks to escape the high heat because there was no AC and the nauseating smell. So the heat and the cooking poop probably made what I could only assume is a mustard gas in the air. And to escape it, they tried sleeping in the hallways instead. They tried going outside and sleeping on the docks to no avail. It was just a big poopy situation. It was a big shit-filled sandwich. Some guests even constructed makeshift tents on the tanning deck with their bed sheets. Which if you look at this, it looks like a fucking Mad Max picture. This is pretty unbelievable, but I will say out of all of this, the slide looks pretty fun. I would have gone on the slide, especially if there is a shitty situation. You have to enjoy it somehow, right? You're stranded at sea for 4 days. If you're gonna get shit on you somehow, at least let it be the slide is what I have to say. This is where shit really hit the fan. I keep saying these shit lines and it's making me laugh, but in an odd gesture to pacify guests, the cruise announced it would be hosting an open bar from 12 p.m. to 12 a.m. Why on...
No, that is such a bad idea. That is such a don't. I get like maybe you need a drink here and there, but if you do an open bar like that, oh fuck, oh God.
God's green earth would you want that drunk chaos when people have no real food or water? People are shitting themselves. None of the sewage system works.
Right? Yes. This is that is literally the worst idea. The worst idea.
So now let's just get them drunk.
Trying to poop in bags,
this proved to be a horrible idea as guests on board became unruly, getting into fights, throwing things overboard, and damaging the already compromised restrooms. And then
you know what? To be fair, if you're throwing shit over deck because you're mad, I'm not somebody who, is all for, rioting and like destroying things, but at the same time, if there is shit fucking everywhere, I might throw something overboard before, so then I don't throw something at a staff member or something. Because this is so bad. You're gonna turn your volume all the way down. Might as well be shit-faced if I have to deal with this shit. Yep.
Next day, the crew awoke to the news that they had drifted too far off course from the intended destination for the emergency port, which is really funny because that means to me that the crew definitely got fucking smashed as well to probably cope with how terrible this
This is a cruise ship. Yes, this is a cruise ship. This is some cruise ship horror stories.
whole situation was going. They probably got absolutely smashed and they woke up the next day and they were like, oh my god, where the fuck are we? And it was definitely a it would be definitely a comedy movie situation, except it's real life and people are probably extremely mad. They were so far off course that they had to get towed to
Yes, it is the carnival. Yes, it's the carnival poop cruise. But how's it going, Slim?
Mobile, Alabama, adding another 2 days to the hell. They were already in it for 4 days, and then they had to stack on an additional 2 just to get towed to an area where they could let people off and get out of this fucking nightmare. And
You just went on a carnival freedom this summer in May. Oh my god, was it good? Did you, I mean, I'm glad you survived because you're here with us, but was it okay?
additional 2 just to get towed to an area where they could let people off and get out of this fucking nightmare. In the end, multiple passengers sued the cruise line.
This is I survived the poop cruise, right? Would these 3 passengers suing Carnival Cruise Lines for damages after an engine fire left their ship adrift for days are asking the company to pay $5,000 per year for life, while the rest are seeking $2,500 to $5,000 for 4 to 5 years. I mean, you can't put a price on shit. So yeah, five grand a year for life. Yep, yeah. You'd rather fly next time, but I still had fun. Well, that's good. I know people still talk about a shitty situation far too many times. Yeah.
Where they could let people off and get out of this fucking nightmare. In the end, multiple passengers sued the cruise line, and in response, the company pointed out that they quote-unquote said they never promised a safe trip. They pulled it in, and people of mobile...
They never promised a safe... Wait, hold on.
...nightmare. In the end, multiple passengers sued the cruise line, and in response, the company pointed out that they quote-unquote...
That guy just looks like he'd say something like that, though. Carnival Court's filing says the ticket contract makes absolutely no guarantee for a safe passage or a seaworthy vessel, adequate and wholesome food, and sanitary and safe living conditions. Don't you have to have that, though? Like, can you, like, operate if you don't have that? That seems... Like, that doesn't make any... Like, I thought, like... It'd be like a restaurant, right? Like, I don't think you could, like, you can't really open a restaurant and be like, oh, well, like, some of our food is safe. Like, they nickel and dime you for absolutely everything on the cruise too. Oh, yes, that I definitely, does not surprise me. Carnival says it has instituted 110% money back, great vacation guarantee on its cruises. I don't know. Oh, God.
Quote said they never...
Full body bath and human shit as compensation. Yeah, right? Yeah. You get to take a shit shower then. If you take a shit shower, then, we'll maybe bump it down.
Promised a safe trip. They pulled it in, and people of Mobile, Alabama were actually complaining how bad the ship smelled itself. Carnival Cruise, though they provided all passengers a full reimbursement, a free flight home, and a $500 credit, which what a slap in the face. $500 credit to what? Hey, you're gonna come see us again, aren't you? Hey, if you...
Oh, yeah, right. Like a 500 credit to what? Exactly. Yeah, he makes a good point. Like, I don't think they're going to go on your cruise. Like, they're not going to go on another one of your cruises if they even ever go on a cruise ever again in their lives.
You have another vacation with, your old ass wife and your annoying kids, please consider Carnival, would you? Tons of passengers still sued the company. Most, if not all, though, lost their cases. No one really got reimbursed for this horrible fucking tragedy. Basically being in prison for 6 days on a shitty, smelly ship, and Carnival made it out scot-free. And this exact ship is still used today. Surprise. Blows my fucking mind. But you think sewage and poop are the only reasons to not go on one of these cruise ships? No, no, no. It is estimated that there are over 300 deaths on cruises each year.
I have heard that though. I've heard that there's like, there's that people definitely die in like either some weird ways or they fall over.
2000 to 2019, only 623 were reported. So I don't know
No,
what
it's
happened there. I think
apocalyptic
Carnival Cruises
stink,
and the
yeah,
Royal
right.
Caribbean and everyone else got the books together and they fudged some numbers. But still, in a 20-year span, how does 623 people, how do they just
I mean, it's not really that amazing that they got away with it because what they are like $1 billion industry. Yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure they made it work somehow.
fudge some numbers? But still, in a 20-year span, how does 623 people, how do they just magically die? It still feels like such a high count to me. I don't know. Next up, in terms of death on a cruise, we're going to speak of the sinking seawall.
They can hire the best.
On April 16,
Find, like, the
2014, the
loopholes.
Sewol ferry sank on its way to South Korea. Out of 4
Oh, this one's this one's fucked up. I watched like a whole thing about this one. This is fucked.
176 passengers, 304 of them died. 250 of these deaths were students. Most of the people that survived were rescued by fishing boats. When the ship was purchased,
So I don't know if he's gonna talk about it, but like when this was going on, kids were like calling their families because they knew they were drowning and they knew that they weren't gonna like make it, and so they were like basically like video calling their families like and saying like I'm gonna drown or like the ship is sinking and I'm probably gonna die, and they were like saying like goodbye to their families. Like it's like this one's like really like heartbreaking, and it's like really fucked up like when I don't know if he's gonna go over it or not, but like the way that they handle this is like so not good.
in 2012, the ship was 18 years old and severely run down. After the purchase, the ship underwent modifications that were deemed illegal, but the Korean Register of Shipping let it go because the ship had quote-unquote normally passed its inspections and tests. Here's a
Yeah, like so like I don't know. I watched this like a while back, but like everything about this that like everything that could have gone wrong with this ship because of like poor maintenance and not instead of like either maybe retiring it and buying a new one or whatever, like it like basically everything that could go wrong with it because of its age and everything that they did to it basically went wrong.
list of some of these modifications. Addition of 2 decks, expansion of cargo gross tonnage, adding 239 tons, increasing the passenger capacity from 116 people to 956 people. These modifications caused the center of gravity to be moved upward, and it also caused a left-to-right imbalance. The vessel made 241 round trips before its final voyage, and at the time of sinking, it was carrying over 2,000 tons. The water balance tank beneath the hull of the ship, designed to keep it upright, was only adjusted for 800 tons of cargo, making the ship unstable. And like we said, it was only made for 800, but at this time it was carrying over 2,000 tons, so just greatly over what it was supposed to be carrying. Due to the imbalance, the ship listed and needed directional guidance. The captain and his crew abandoned the ship shortly after telling passengers to wear extra clothing and life vest and to stay in their rooms. What a fucking monster, honestly.
Yeah.
This fucking coward told people not to move and made an escape and did not let anybody know. The Coast
Starting to feel like you dodged a bullet. I know, right? But yeah, everything about this just like it's sad.
Guard, who had jurisdiction, did not mobilize. They did not share the valuable data and did not act, leaving civilians and other organizations to step in, which is why many were rescued by fishermen and some commercial ships in the area. So literally, the Coast Guard didn't do anything in that situation. They didn't mobilize. They didn't share data. It was literally people from the town, fishermen from the town, that went out to help people. And that's pretty much why the people that were able to survive were saved by fishermen and civilians alike. I mean, these people were the actual heroes of the situation. Due to inaccurate reporting of survivors and those rescued, it was months before they revealed that the majority of people perished. And on May 15th, the captain and the 3 crew members were charged with murder. Yes! Yes! I fucking love these story endings! Except
I think like the president at the time, she was like really gross. She was kind of like a gross individual. So yeah, this is in South Korea. But yeah, at least some justice happened.
people dying. That was not cool. Ugh, God, what a fucking coward. The sinking of the Sewol and the young lives lost shocked and outraged the nation so much that many citizens called for the death penalty, something that South Korea had administered in almost 20 years. Even the captain's brother said he deserved the death penalty. That's really funny. He's just like, fuck that guy. I know, we're blood. He's my brother, but fuck that guy. 11 other members were indicted for abandoning the ship, and an arrest warrant was also issued to Yoo Byung-hyun, owner of the ferry operation, but he could not be found despite a nationwide manhunt. That little slippery son of a bitch. In July of 2014, Byung-hyun was found in a field just south of Seoul. I wonder, that feels
How's
a
it
little
going,
suspicious to
Sunwood?
me.
Yeah, this is like such a sad story.
And in 2017,
First, South Korea has some wild shit involving human rights violations. South Korea is going through some shit right now, unfortunately. My people are going through some shit.
3 years later, a sunken ferry was
Mourning
raised
his
from the
children and
seafloor
siblings.
where the
Yeah,
trapped bodies of
exactly.
9 of the victims were presumed to be inside. The body of a 16-year-old girl was never found. What a tragic, tragic end. I mean, just something where it's people trying to make extra money out of something. I do not trust these companies. I don't trust any of these cruise companies. It is the shadiest, weirdest shit. The ocean is just so scary within itself. I cannot imagine being some of these people and, God forbid, drowning to death. My God. I'm glad. I know, and I hope that he got the fucking death penalty as well. And you know what? You're probably saying to yourself too, well, if something bad happens on these ships, surely they have doctors, right? Well, let me tell you another story. On a separate cruise line, one
I mean, like, I think some places are better than others, and I think some places are trying to be better and do better, but, you know, there's also, like, a lot of, like, kind of, I think some of their laws need to be a little updated.
of the employees has their arm amputated after experiencing flu-like symptoms. Let me say that again. An employee on a cruise line had his arm cut off, amputated, because he was showing flu-like symptoms. What? A carpenter, Elijah Lonkar, went to the doctor on board of the Norwegian Breakaway, Sebastian Campuzano. The doctor was very young and extremely inexperienced. He was prescribed promethazine. Promethazine? Like Prometheus? The guy who fucking stole fire and gave it to humans? Holy shit, that's sweet. Elijah was
Yeah, that is true. A lot of places are getting worse right now, and hopefully they can fix themselves. Hopefully.
prescribed a promethazine shot and was given far too much. The injection is supposed to be, you know, shot in your butt, but the doctor insisted on injecting it intravenously. And even after several complaints of the patient,
The walls on them are paper thin, like every word thin. Oh God, yeah, that I bet that makes for not great sleep, probably.
but the doctor insisted on injecting it intravenously. And even after several complaints of the patient describing burning sensation and exhibiting some gangrene symptoms, the doctor continued
Oh my
administrating
God.
promethazine via IV. So this
Why would you do this? This isn't a doctor or something. Or like what kind of doctor are you? Like this is not good.
doctor doesn't know what he's doing. He is literally hired professional.
Or is he like was this dude like a dentist and then he just lied on his resume?
Via IV. So this doctor doesn't know what he's doing. He is literally hired professionally by this cruise ship to be there. And instead of giving the promethazine, it's just like a one-time shot in your butt. He is giving it to him via IV. It's almost as if it's like a fucking morphine tap, which because of this, his arm had to be amputated. And he sued the Norwegian cruise line and was
Good.
awarded $4.6 million. And
Good.
even with $4.6 million, which is awesome, that doesn't bring back your fucking arm, dude.
That
So
is
we've
true,
talked about
too.
tragedy. We've talked about accidents that happen, right?
Same
needless to say, they're
philosophy,
man-made
yeah.
accidents, thinking that two of your generators not working isn't a problem and it starts a fire. But, you know, accidents, needless to say. Then you have a little bit of negligence, right? Or greed and negligence. You sit there and you let too many people come on, the fucking boat capsizes and people die. Or even you show some flu-like symptoms, you go see the doctor and you end up getting your arm fucking cut off. But out of all of these, the #1 reported crime on cruise ships to date is assault. Feels like such an obvious statement to say, but it is pretty crazy how egregious this is. Despite the severity of it, cruise ships have little interest in offering solutions, as it's likely cheaper to pay victims off than it is to implement precautionary measures. In a specific Carnival cruise case where they were talking about a group assault on a minor, they went on record by saying that installing cameras and hiring more security would just be far too expensive, and they just weren't going to do it. So they
You're like $1 billion company. How could you not do this to ensure safety of everybody? Or maybe you need to like vet your employees a little bit better too. But like it's not like you were a poor company. You were a $1 billion industry. I don't know how you could not do this.
installing cameras and hiring more security would just be far too expensive, and they just weren't going to do it. So they'd just rather be like, we're just going to pay the victims off and their families. And another crazy statistic is 25% of these assaulters are crew members, people who work for the fucking
That
cruise
is true,
lines
too.
themselves.
I
And I'm
have heard
building up
that.
all of this information and telling you some of these statistics because it leads up to the Margaritaville at Sea Paradise.
You gotta buy that 4th vacation. That is true. That is true. Oh God. It's Margaritaville. This is where our boy was at. Oh boy. Uh-oh.
Ice incident. A bartender stole the key card to the room of a Jane Doe while serving her drinks. He snuck her into a room, and after she and her roommate had gone to bed, he assaulted her. And eventually, she found out she was pregnant and was forced to terminate the pregnancy. These assaults are so common in like cruise lines and stuff. There's an actual market for safety gear for reinforcing locks on cabin doors to remain safe. People get assaulted on these cruises all the time, and what's crazy is 70% of all assaults on U.S. cruises are on Royal Caribbean or Carnival cruises.
Oh my God, that is terrible. Jesus Christ.
All assaults on U.S. cruises are on Royal Caribbean or Carnival cruises. I'm putting that out there just in case you hear someone who's like, hey, let's go on a Carnival cruise. You might be like, hey, can I give you this statistic? 70% of all reported assaults on these cruise lines in the U.S. are Royal Caribbean and Carnival. That's insane. When you're on these cruise ships as well, with the amount of assault, murders, negligence of people, one of the craziest things is passengers being
Yeah, like I guess for them it was easier just to pay them off or cheaper in the long run, I guess maybe to pay them off. But like that is like diabolical though. I mean like even if you just added more security cameras and at the very least, that would be like but like that bar is not set very high as far as like what is the bare minimum we can do to like maybe ensure a little bit more safety on our boats, right? Like that bar is not very high from like where they are at. So like just getting some cameras or like fuck you hire 20 security guards or something, you know. But instead they would rather just pay people off just to like keep quiet about it. Like that ugh.
assault, murders, negligence of people. One of the craziest things is passengers being more harmed to themselves than anything. That's people going overboard, going missing, right? People voluntarily jump overboard all the time. It's just, I don't know why people do it. I don't think people really realize how extreme the ocean actually is. The ocean is fucked. Like if you jump in the ocean, you're probably, I mean, you're gone. Especially on a cruise ship, it's just like, boop. Bye. This video shows a guy jumping off into the ocean in the middle of the night. You would how would you find him? He's gone. He's still missing. That guy is still missing today. The guy we just watched jump up, he's gone. Don't know.
He probably got eaten already. Why would you do this? Well, I guess okay. I guess maybe like if you're really drunk, people make bad decisions when they're drunk. Unfortunately, like this decision when you're drunk is like really, really bad. They definitely have security. They show up trying to find the guy next to me that keeps smoking weed on the balcony. Well, at least they're trying to do their job, right?
What happened to him, okay? Well, I think we know what happened to him, but you know what? He had just graduated college. The same reason why I was on my cruise ship, to think I could have been a man who jumped overboard in the middle of the night. My God. Some people, all the times you get drunk, you lose your balance, you fall. And even in one of these cases, a man spent 20 hours in shark-infested waters, and he was supposedly sober. I think he was probably drunk as shit.
Did you have a few drinks?
I had during the day. I actually did like an air guitar solo, and there was a competition.
I did an air guitar solo. This was not just a couple beers, sir. This was not a couple beers.
They were doing, and I'd won it, so I'd won a free drink.
And there's even sometimes too where it's not even a dare, or you're not even trying to be a badass, you're not even drunk. The woman here, she's just leaning backwards, loses her balance and falls, and there she goes. I mean, it's staggering. There is nothing there to save you. Once you're over that dock, it is so rare that they get you, dude. Sometimes passengers go missing without going overboard, and as cruise ships have strict docking and departing times, it's often the case that passengers will be left behind at foreign destinations and never be seen again. When you're on these cruise lines, you're kind of hopping from island to island, and it's kind of like little resort towns and stuff like that. But these people, it's not like there's like a last call or something like a fucking bus. It's these motherfuckers leave. And a lot of the times when these people leave these ports, you're just gone. You never hear from these people again. Who knows what happens to them? Drugged, murdered, robbed, everything. I mean, the worst happens. Speaking of one of these victims was Amy Lynn Bradley. She went missing March 23rd of 1998. She came in late with her younger brother from clubbing on board around 3:40 a.m. and went to sleep on the balcony. At 6 a.m., her father woke to check on her and she was missing. Authorities were immediately alerted as to her disappearance, and it was theorized she fell overboard and drowned. Despite people
No, somebody snatched her. If she fell asleep like on the somebody snatched her. And they're just gonna be like, oh yeah, like she just fell overboard.
she was a very strong swimmer. Which, listen, dude, if you're a strong swimmer, who gives a shit? It's the fucking ocean. Like,
That is
people
true,
don't
too.
realize the power of the ocean. It's so scary. I'm telling you. The ocean is the scariest thing on Earth. I don't
Yes.
care what anybody says. The captain
agree.
refused to put out a call for her, refused to put up photos for her, and did not even attempt to search for her until noon of the next day after the ship had been disembarked and unlocked. In 1999, a member of the U.S. Navy claimed to have seen her working in a brothel where she told him who she was and begged for help. He did not. He did not report the sighting until after he retired, as he
Why would you? What? Oh my god. He feared for his career. He only came forward after he retired, but provided no evidence to support this claim. Well, then, like, why even say anything? Just fucking take this to your deathbed, and it is what it is, you know? Because like, this is no help. Somebody snatched her and then tossed her overboard. Yeah, maybe. Or somebody snatched her, did bad things to her, and then tossed her over, you know. Being terrified going to Eastern Europe after watching Hostel. Now you're terrified of cruises too. Hugs to you, Mel. Really is going on the balcony at night. It's scary. Yeah, I'm sure it is. And I'm like, when you can't see, I mean, it looks dark as shit. Like when you look over the balcony like that, yeah, it'd be terrifying.
feared the repercussions to his career if he reported it. So because he didn't want to lose his stupid ass fucking job in the Navy, he never told about this woman in the brothel and never helped her until he retired. A fucking coward. An employee going by the nickname Yellow that had been seen dancing with her was quoted to have said that he felt bad about what happened to her before the search for her on the ship had even completed. Strange. It's almost as if he knew. Another sighting of her in 2005 show her being held by 3 men in a department store restroom. She tried begging another person for help but was taken away. Evidence has presented itself to assume that she was sold into sex trafficking. And a jawbone washed ashore in Aruba in 2010. Once they concluded it was not another missing person, it was disposed of with no DNA testing done, despite 9 other missing Caribbean vacationers. You see a bone washed up on the beach? Ah, toss it back. It's good luck. Fuck sakes, man. At some point, a scammer contacted the family and proved to be legitimate enough to send over $200,000 to forge a rescue attempt to find Amy. Blew all the money on drinks and gambling and demanded more money after he provided convincing evidence that he found her in a fenced compound. Eventually, it was found out that it was a hoax and he was convicted and ordered to pay back all that he stole. It's such a fucking horrible thing.
Oh my god, people are so disgusting. Like, people that capitalize on other people's tragedies like this, like, ugh, they are disgusting.
Especially to lie about that and get a family's hopes up is just so sad. And I wanted to include one from Disney Cruises because Disney Cruises scared the shit out of me. And unfortunately, we have to talk about Rebecca Corium, which this incident happened in March 22nd, 2011. She did not show up to her shift in the morning, was behaving distraught beforehand, and Disney publicly claimed to have no knowledge of where or when she went missing. Employees off the record were quoted saying they were supposed to tell—
You never want to take a cruise now. Yeah, I think we're all traumatized now. I think we're all gonna pass.
people it quote-unquote didn't happen. Flowers were placed at a certain part of the deck by the company where she was suspected of going overboard. These employees claimed to have witnessed things or even know about things off the record, but it was publicly suggested she had a lover that she was having a fight with and committed suicide despite giving no other indication to family members. Her girlfriend went on the record several years later and claimed that she was using cocaine and having difficulties of that nature. There was even a claim that maybe a rogue wave swept her off, but the weather records indicate that it was like a pretty calm night, and that was very unlikely. They were given another crew member's—
Yeah, just, you know, stick to like the small boats, cozy boats. Fuck going on a cruise boat.
Flip-flops and told that she might have taken them off to sit on the rail and slipped off. Only one international police officer ever showed up and a report was never done. A private settlement was reached 4 years later for an undisclosed sum, and this person once again never found. It's pretty insane the amount of horrible shit that goes on cruise lines. And you know, here's the thing, I understand that horrible shit happens everywhere, right? But the idea that a cruise ship, you know, you're completely stranded. These things that are supposed to be high luxury, your getaway, it's the thing that you work hard to pay for, and it's like these ultimate fucking death traps. At a moment's notice, you could just go overboard and go missing forever and no one would ever find you. Something wrong can happen on the ship that you had no control over, and these companies should be held more responsible. But, you know, $49 billion a year industry, I doubt that anything's going to change. And people—
100%. He's 100% right about that. Yep. It's like, because they have so much money, like nothing's ever going to happen.
held more responsible. But, you know, $29 billion a year industry, I doubt that anything's
Terrifying
going
and
to
fun.
change. And people are going to keep going because they have Guy Fieri Burger open 24 hours on these ships. And they have casinos and all this shit. And let me tell you, you will never find me on a cruise ship again. That shit is way, way too scary, especially with the ocean and stuff. If you've ever been on a cruise ship at night and you look off, it is a black void. There is nothing. You really don't know how alone you are until you're on a fucking cruise ship and you realize, oh fuck, I'm trapped. And the only thing you get to do is go off into these like vacation resort towns that are just filled with people trying to get you to buy shit. Personally, if I were you, don't go on a cruise. Find some other kind of vacation to do. You know what I mean? Treat yourself right. Buy yourself something nice. Pick up a new hobby, but for the love of God, stay away from cruise ships. Thank you so much for watching this video and have a good one. See you.
True. That was a good video. That was good. That was a good one. That was terrifying though. And absolutely disgusting. It was bleh. Like I can't even I cannot. I cannot. That's just, oh my goodness. Just yikes. Just yikes. All right, let me go take a quick break and then we will continue. I think we're going to do like 2 more videos and then we'll be done for the night. All right, let me rent a boat and then yeah, right? That seems like a way better option. It seems like a way better option. All right. I will be back. Alright, I'm back. We're jamming out. Let's watch the most evil women in human history, and then we'll watch our boy Tim to end our night. How's it going, Twill? Good to see you. Thank you, thank you. Oh. Hold on. I forgot to switch my... My bad.
The most evil women in history. It's a pretty well-known fact if you look at my channel that you guys like morbid content. Whether it be killers, torture methods, or mythical creatures, you guys like weird and scary. But unfortunately, with most of these topics, one thing I haven't really covered is women. And I'm all about inclusivity and equal representation. So in this video, I wanted to switch it up a bit and focus on the women of evil. Dangerous, evil women that kill people and more. And if you thought women were scary before this video, they're going to be terrifying after.
Aqua Tofana.
First up on our list is Beverly Allen, one of Britain's most hated serial killers. She worked as a nurse in the children's ward in the UK and ultimately intentionally injured 13 of her patients and murdered 4 of them in the process.
Oh
the
my
9
God.
that did survive weren't much better for wear and were seriously injured. Beverly would administer lethal insulin injections and also inserted air bubbles into the bloods of her victim. One of the saddest parts about the story is that all of these crimes were committed in only a 2-month period, and all of her victims were infants, one of which was only 2.
In a 2-month period, and they're all infants? I hope this woman got the death penalty. Do they have that over there? Oh my God. Casual Geographic is reaching the 4 million mark, bro. I watched him before 5K. It's insane how much he grew. Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. Good for him. I love his videos. Women's rights and women's wrongs. Yep.
2 months old. One of the
Oh, thank
scariest
you,
parts
Mel.
about this story is that Beverly had no clear motives, and due to her mental health concerns, she wasn't held in prison. She's currently in a secure hospital.
No. She gotta go. She got to go. Yeah, she a baby killer. Get her out of here. Get her out of here.
And due to her mental health concerns, she wasn't held in prison. She's currently in a secure hospital. It is so extremely unfortunate that in such a short amount of time, this woman was able to inflict so much damage upon so many young, vulnerable people.
I know, right? Like, who could you like? How could you harm a baby? Like, baby and children are like the most innocent. I don't know, like humans that we have, and I don't know how you could ever harm a baby. Yeah, she's got to go. She's got to go. That's a waste of people's money.
It's truly disgusting. I suppose the silver lining is that she was relatively quickly found out after only 59 days or just under 2 months, but even one child harmed is too many in my books.
Yes.
Let's move on. Next up, we have Leonarda Cenciulli, a dangerous female killer from Italy. This story is a trip, so just try to follow along. To put it frankly, this woman was a nut job. She had a very rough upbringing and was extremely superstitious. Her family mistreated her, and that led her to rebel and marry a man that her family didn't approve of. She was then banished from her family, and she believed that her family had put a curse on her that would only allow her to have negative experiences. And she believed in this curse heavily. You'll see what I mean. She dearly wanted to be a mother, but unfortunately, out of the 17 pregnancies that she had, only 4 of her children survived. One of which was her son, who she loved dearly and would do anything to protect. She saw a palm reader, and the palm reader told her that all of her children would die before her, and she didn't want to believe it. Not too much longer later, in 1939, the World War II draft happened, and her son was of age to be drafted. So what did she do? Well, she thought she could have a human sacrifice to protect her son.
No, he didn't put this picture in here. Oh my God.
What she did was she targeted vulnerable middle-aged women that were unhappy and unmarried and promised them a life of good fortune and much more. The first victim she invited over, she told to write all of her friends and family's postcards saying that she is so happy in life right now, and also told her to not tell anybody what she was doing. This victim came to Leonardo's house, drank wine that was poisoned, passed out, and Leonardo killed her and cut up her body and turned her body into soap and tea cakes, which she served to her friends and even her son. But unfortunately, it doesn't stop there. This one sacrifice that she did to protect her son in the of war wasn't quite enough for her, so she ended up doing the same thing again 3 more times. But she was eventually caught as her last victim's sister was growing concerned of where she could be, and fortunately she heard that her sister, the victim, was last seen going into Leonardo's house. That prompted an investigation where both Leonardo and her son Giuseppe were taken into custody, where she promptly admitted to everything and pled guilty to all of the charges. This case is so strange and morbid, and I honestly can't understand how one can be so superstitious. But there has to be more going
People like around those times though, I mean, and before then, people did some crazy shit and they believed in some crazy stuff
on here, because nobody who's just superstitious ends up eating people. Disgusting and crazy.
Well,
honestly.
I don't
know
know.
I put a lot of time into this story specifically, but I thought that this context was kind of required, and I thought that this story was just too crazy not to give more detail on. There's no doubt this woman is evil and dangerous. Let's keep moving. This next entry brings us all the way back to the 1500s in Hungary with Elizabeth Bathory. Before I get into the details, I'm going to say this. There are two popular beliefs about the story of Elizabeth Bathory. One is that this entire story was made up and fabricated to discredit her and her family.
Why Mussolini didn't say anything. Maybe he thought it was cool. Maybe, Loki was like, hey, she's pretty cool. I gotta see that. People in Iceland still believe in elves, bruh.
And the entire situation was just a witch hunt to put her away for good. And the second belief, which I think that I'm a part of after doing some research on the topic, is that everything I'm about to discuss is historical fact and true, and this lady was an absolute maniac. Elizabeth was given the nickname Blood Countess, and even Countess Dracula, as she had very odd vampiric tendencies. Elizabeth was obsessed with her looks and preserving her youth, and unfortunately she thought that the best way to do so was by bathing in the blood of her virgin servants, and that's exactly what she did. She began torturing, beating, and murdering them, and then draining the blood from their bodies and doing what she wished with it. Allegedly, her husband even built her a torture chamber in their castle where she could inflict horrific acts on the servant girls. Of course, she only had so many servants and consistently needed to recruit new servants to become a victim of hers, which she would prey upon the daughters of younger class families who felt blessed to have the opportunity to interact with the higher classes. Unfortunately, their daughters never returned home. After targeting the daughters of noblemen, formal complaints were submitted and Bathory was investigated, and her crimes were uncovered. She was convicted of 80 counts of murder, and in 1611 was confined to a room in a castle with only slits for food and air, and she died.
80? Holy shit. 80. Oh my god.
In 1611 was confined to a room in a castle with only slits for food and air, and she died 3 years later. Now, I'll let you guys make up your mind about whether or not this woman was dangerous and evil or not, but the fact that there is so much evidence, 52 collected statements, and the fact that this has stayed through history for almost 600 years, to me definitely says that she's not innocent and likely not a great person either, at the very least. But let's keep going. Now, bringing it back to the modern day in the United
that would be the power couple. Yep, her and Vlad, yeah. Oh gosh, good thing they, did not get together.
United Kingdom, we have Joanne Dennehy, another one of the UK's most notorious female serial killers. She's also known as the Peterborough ditch murderer because she would throw bodies in ditches in Peterborough, where she lived. Kind of self-explanatory, but to put it bluntly, Joanna is a narcissistic psychopath who had a very unfortunate draw to men and extremely evil intentions. And by draw to men, I don't mean that she was interested in men, I mean that men could not resist her. She had some sort of magnetic personality that people were just attracted to. And this, unfortunately, isn't super uncommon for narcissists and sociopaths when you first meet them. Just for a bit of context of how evil this woman truly is she's by professionals and experts considered one of the most dangerous, if not the most dangerous woman to be in the criminal system in the United Kingdom right now as we speak. In March of 2013, Joanne and her accomplice Gary Richard had the grand idea of mimicking Bonnie and Clyde by murdering 9 men. And unfortunately, over the course of 10 days, they murdered 3 men and severely injured 2 others by stabbing them. She was eventually caught when the poorly hidden bodies were found. And if you want to really know how truly messed up this person was, when the first body was found, he was naked from the waist down and his top half was covered in a sequin dress. She specifically dressed up the body like this to humiliate him as his body was found, if killing him wasn't bad enough. Investigators immediately knew that they were dealing with a deeply disturbed individual, and after they caught her, they knew that they were exactly right. The first victim that they found was actually her landlord, and the next 2 victims were random dog walkers that they found on the road. There's a lot more deep and disturbing details to get into about this specific situation, and they're honestly more than the scope scope of this video without making it 10 hours long, but I think I covered most of the important details to convey the information that this woman is evil, dangerous, and straight up menacing.
That is
But we're not done
wild.
yet. Let's keep going. This next dangerous woman was described by the judge of the case as evil himself. So if there's any entry fitting for the list, it's this one. This entry also has an interview available on YouTube, which I watched for this video, and it is very disturbing, and you can see exactly how strange and genuinely crazy this person is. The way that they were able to justify their crimes to themselves and just lie is absolutely astonishing, and well, I'll just say it's strange, and if you're interested in watching it, you can look it up. The last thing I'll say before I reveal her identity is this. This case is very odd because if you watched our last video, you'll notice a common theme of serial killers focusing on sex workers. But in this case, it is the complete opposite.
Was
This
this
dangerous
Eileen?
woman was a sex worker who killed her clients and made them her victim. If you don't yet know who I'm talking about, I'm speaking on Eileen Wuornos, also known as the Damsel of Death. Like essentially every serial killer, Eileen had a very troubled upbringing, and this no doubt led to the life that she led. She worked as a sex worker in the 1980s along highways in Florida, and between 1989 and 1999, she killed
I don't know if he's gonna mention it, but I guess there's like some story that I read, and like some guy was saying that when he was a kid, they came across her, and I guess she was at a gas station trying to get a ride, and his dad was like tell her no and like all that stuff, and then I guess later on she got arrested maybe, and I guess the dad and him were watching the news and realized it was her that they came across at the gas station. So he said his dad just got like a bad feeling about like the woman that was at the gas station asking for a ride.
total of 6 men in only a 12-month period. She would drug men, shoot men, rob men, take their cars, and drive their cars back to her home. She was ruthless, yet in court claimed self-defense. And although her sanity was questioned and very much questionable, she was not granted an insanity plea and
Right,
was
can you
actually
imagine
sentenced to
that?
death, where she did die in 2002 via lethal injection.
Yeah, it was like I think she was talking to the son, and the dad was like, "Do not let that woman like near the car. Tell her no." Like the dad was like, she like there's something about her that I just don't like, and so they told her no, and they like got their gas or whatever and left, and then it was like he said it was like later on that day or like a week later or something, like like they were watching the news, and she came on the news and they were saying like what she had done and everything, and they both were like like holy shit.
There's a lot more entries that I could have put on this list, and there's a lot more I wanted to put on this list, but I just couldn't put it in the amount of time. We're a bit behind at the
Right?
Trust Me
Trust your
Bro
gut
studio, so I
feeling.
made this video a bit shorter so we could get it out on time. So hopefully you guys can appreciate that. And if you liked this topic and want to see more, please let me know, and I'd love to do it part 2. Thank you guys so much.
That was crazy though. God, they're some fucking women be crazy. Women be crazy. Don't trust them. Don't trust them. I always say don't doubt your guts. Yeah, no, gut feelings are definitely legit. Yeah, you should always trust your gut because it could literally save your life. All right, there's our boy. We're going to the worst rated hotel in the UK. Men are dumb, women are crazy. Yep. Sometimes it's a bad combination. Women are crazy as fuck, but we really can't live without them. Yeah, I guess that's true too. Just try not to be around the crazy ones that'll kill you. Like that's the best you can do.
In the last 12 months, a hotel in Scarborough has been getting some pretty negative press.
Hold on, I got it. What? I think blood on the walls as the Grand Hotel in Scarborough tries to shed faulty towers tag.
12 months, a hotel in Scarborough has been getting some pretty negative press.
The worst advert for town after visitors leave shocking reviews. Family flee total dumb hotel as soon as they arrive after paying £230 for dirty room. What's like dirty?
With over 3,900 terrible reviews on TripAdvisor, some calling it a mega dump, worst holiday ever, don't go, and even worst hotel in the UK, I had to go and check out.
We are off to a good start here. Wouldn't stay again if you paid me. Oh shit. That's pretty bad.
The Grand Hotel.
How this looks like really pretty. That's disappointing. Like this
That doesn't overly look that great.
Yeah, that doesn't
Hope
look
that
good.
wire's not live. This is being held on by gaffer tape. Slightly
God.
worrying. That doesn't look like paint. It could be, but it's white and it's stained. And there's a
Don't get your finger so close to it though. Don't get your finger close to it.
whole load of paint.
Right, it looks really gorgeous, and then I guess when we start looking closer, then we're gonna see like the real problems with it.
Here. So that's not going to be very nice on my butt. I have no idea what that is.
Oh,
looks
my
like stains all on this lampshade. Can you see that? Oh, that is disgusting.
It's white, yeah. Yeah, don't touch the stains. Don't touch them. Just for the love of God, please. Because like if the outside looks gorgeous and parts of the inside look really nice, so that's kind of sad if they really like let it go like this.
Impressive.
So I'm here. It looks very impressive from the outside, this hotel. But with the reviews that I've been reading, I'm a little bit nervous, to say the least. But I know some people on TripAdvisor can moan about the silliest things, so let's go and see it for ourselves. Can it really be that bad?
That looks really pretty though. That looks really nice. It's gonna make me sad if this is just like totally neglected, I guess, and just gross.
Hello, just checking in, please. Sign there. Thank you.
Floor room 560.
Can't imagine being this the worst. Yeah, I honestly don't know anything about like this, like standards or the, I guess, you know, like how stuff is in Europe, in the UK, or you know, like, so I can only think of like American like shitty motels, and so like, you know, I have absolutely like no concept of like what a worst rated hotel would look like anywhere else, you know. Yeah, the architecture in here is absolutely gorgeous. It's really nice. Hey, look at this. This is gorgeous. This is gonna make me really sad to see like if it's like really trashed or really gross though, because that means that they totally just like let it go. That's gonna be sad.
Well, I have to say, this is one impressive building.
Other people's street though, yeah. I mean, I've never.
Look at this
I mean, I've stayed in like hotels and stuff before. I've never really. I've never stayed in a motel, and I've never really stayed anywhere like that would be considered, I guess, like bad, but like average, nice, like good enough. You know, not anything like weird or scary, I guess. Right, the lobby looks pretty clean. It looks pretty good.
space in here. So I'm on the
Ain't
fifth
much that
floor.
surprises you.
Look at that old-fashioned mirror.
Like this looks pretty nice.
So I can't find the lift, so I'm going to just go up the stairs. I'm on the 5th floor. One more to go.
Get your steps in, bro.
I'll probably use the lift next time. It's like The Shining.
It's not
So,
that bad.
516 I'm in. 516. Do you know what? I think they've got new carpet. It smells pretty nice. 516. I think I've gone past it. What the heck is that?
Like a fuse box?
If you know what this is,
Maybe.
let me know in the comments. Is this like an old circuit breaker or something for the rooms?
Right, it's a big hallway.
I guess it's a little bit of history that is just left here. That's 525.
I think it's like the same thing.
That's 541. I have no idea which way to go. 16. So I'm here. You are here. I take it I'm there. 516 is there. So I guess I go. Oh, I see.
Yeah.
I think.
Like, that's
Oh,
cool.
it's just so weird. I feel like I'm on a ship.
Oh yeah, kinda. I think that's kind of cool though. Oh.
You are here.
Yeah.
516. That looks like a pretty big room.
Why does it seem like it's so confusing for him to find his room?
516.
Just like a maze.
Oh, a door into a door. I take it obviously that's the bathroom. Oh, lights are on. So this is basically a standard room.
A poop cruise? Hopefully
Nice
not.
touch. On reception, postcard.
Right, the layout seems a little bit confusing as to like where he came up and like thinking, you know, like it seems like it's a little weird to get to like where his like the side where his room is on.
The Grand Hotel in Scarborough. I
Well,
can hear the
that-
seagulls. I can also hear the wind. Obviously, I don't think these are
Oh, that's
double
not the
glazed.
best
No,
view,
that
but-
is my view, which is overlooking the hotel. Can you hear the wind?
Right, it is very confusing.
Pounding a little bit. So I just need to turn on the.
This is a very cozy room. I don't know. This like I guess like this is like I'm not sure. Like would this be like a standard room in Europe? I don't know.
Lights.
That must
Okay,
prove a
so I
function
found my
in this
room
case.
finally.
Yeah.
And to be honest, it's not too bad. The bed, that feels comfy. Let's check out the bathroom and the facilities of the room. It's obviously a very small room. First of all, I'm loving this retro
Oh yeah,
wardrobe.
that is nice.
Complete with hangers. There's a fan in there as well. Ah, that's where my towels are. Now, I had seen some people on TripAdvisor going on about the towels being mouldy and dirty. They look fine to me.
Yeah, those
Good
look
to
fine.
know. There is an iron in here, some hangers, and obviously when it gets warm, a fan. Also, I heard that some people said
You'd rather sleep in the lobby. I have a horrible sense of direction, so yes, I would not make it back to my room.
about it
And I wouldn't make it back out, I guess. If I did find my room, I probably wouldn't be making it back out.
being cold. Obviously, it's not double glazed, but straight away the heater is kicking out. I do feel like I'm in someone's bedroom though. The furniture is
Oh, kind of, yeah.
odd to say the least. Just check this out. So I went to sit on this, almost collapsed. I felt something go underneath me, but dodgy leg. This is something my nan would have.
Because you can use both. I'm like okay with left and rights, but I definitely like I could turn around and get lost in my own backyard. You know, like I am very directionally challenged.
Dodgy leg. This is
You
something
live in that
my
room, just needs a kitchen
my
and
nan
bigger
would
space.
have.
I mean, it seems
Does this
cozy.
open? Oh yeah. And
hairdryer.
inside. Okay, it's alright.
Supposed
I
to be
mean,
like a
I know that
vanity,
some people on
maybe?
TripAdvisor would moan and go, oh, it's all scratched, but I mean, it's just cosmetic, really. We have got some coffee cups, bit sticky around the side. Not too bad,
Oh.
though. And a little pack with tea, coffee, milk, and sugar. Always handy. I actually take that home with me. Has the kettle been washed out? Oh,
Oh,
that is
no.
disgusting. That
Oh.
needs a little bit of descaling, big time. Look at that. Don't want to make tea in there.
Oh, that. Oh, yeah. I don't. I wouldn't be using that though. Ooh.
This lamp has seen better days.
Want to know why it's sticky? How's it going, Ed? Sticky cups probably means they were like maybe not even cleaned or they weren't cleaned very well, which is like a little icky. A little icky.
This lamp has seen better days. Nice little bit of
Oh,
hair
yeah.
there on the lamp. Looks
Pretty
like
old.
stains all on this
Could,
lampshade. Can you
it
see
could be
that?
sugar.
What is that? Hell is that? Bathroom. Wow, this is a really big bathroom.
It is a big bathroom.
I've heard some people go on about the mold. Now I've booked a standard room, right? But hang on a second, is that like a jacuzzi bath? Does that come as standard or something? I have no idea what that is.
Is this on the ceiling in there? The jacuzzi bath looks nice. This is a really big bathroom. Sketchy hotel room, stains on things, sticky cups. Yep, there's a link. True.
Does that come as standard or
There's
something?
just
I have no
splooge
idea
everywhere.
What that is. Splatters on the ceiling. So I have to say, yes, it looks exciting having a
Mold on the
jacuzzi
ceiling.
bath. But I mean, if you just look a little bit closer, the dirt around them.
Ooh.
I mean, like if you go close up, you're gonna see a bit of dirt. I mean,
Yeah.
that is pretty.
Looks like moisture buildup on the ceiling. Oh. Well, that's probably not like a great look.
Gross, to be fair. And it's nice to get in the bath where you can see some random paint. Is that paint? Yeah. There's paint stuck on the bath. There's more paint there. And there's a whole load of paint here. So that's not going to be very nice on my butt. Let's see if it actually works.
Probably not.
Well, this is a nice
Oh, it
size.
works.
I haven't got the plug in, but the bath is filling up. I can only imagine that must be some kind of blockage. I'll just wait for that to fill up. Now, considering this is a basic standard room and I've got a jacuzzi bath.
I always love hearing moist ceilings in hotel rooms. I feel like those should not be in the same sentence. You know, like that's not good. That is not good.
Who reckons that it won't work? Okay, that's enough of that. Not only is there paint down there, but I've just noticed there's some more paint just in there. Let's see if it works. Are we ready?
Oh boy.
Here goes nothing.
Nothing. Womp womp.
No, it doesn't work. That was too good to be true. I got very excited then. So the bed, nice and comfy actually. Headboard, obviously bulk standard. And again, we see paint everywhere. They obviously had a paint job in here. Just pulling this back. That doesn't look like paint. It could be, but it.
Oh my god, it's on the headboard. See, like that's what I was waiting for to see like where it was gonna be. It's on the headboard. Oh god. Oh boy. Blech. Yeah, don't touch it. Built-in fidget toy, huh? Very forward thinking. Oh no. If it's been filming in there, if it's on the headboard. It's just paint.
It's
Yeah.
white and it's stained. I don't want to know what that is.
Don't get your finger close. Don't put your pillow back on it. Go get you'd use some like Clorox wipes or something, or sleep on the other side. I don't know.
So it's clean-ish,
that
apart
man
from that
paint.
stain at the end there, which obviously I reckon must be maybe someone's dirty hand. And there's more paint on the headboard. Must have been doing some remodelling recently. You can see actually this is what happens a lot when people come in. They obviously knock all the paint off because you can see here where it's all been repainted. So yeah, at least they're trying. With the looks like it's been painted recently in here. So the TV doesn't come plugged in, and yeah, the TV's
Oh my
a
gosh.
bit, to say the least, dirty. What's really interesting, the TV is really filthy. Yet the remote is
It's
almost like
wrapped
brand
up.
new and in a sanitized bag. I guess you don't touch the TV, but still, paint.
Yeah,
more
there's paint. Why is there paint everywhere?
I think you have to plug it in yourself. Hang on.
Oh,
Is there
does it
another
not
plug?
reach?
Is there another plug? How do
Where are
I
you
plug the
supposed to plug it
TV?
in at? It doesn't reach the one
Hang
on the
on.
other side. Is there one down there?
So here is the lead to the plug.
Oh no.
That is amazing. So they've given you a TV, right? And the plug, the lead for it is
no
this
way.
long.
Yeah, right.
Okay. And
I mean, like, you know, to ease our minds, we have to say it's paint. Just don't touch it, you know? Just don't touch it. It's false security. Yeah, right. Like it's just been wrapped like that and everyone's put their grimy fingers on it probably.
And will it go down to this plug?
Uncooked swimmers team, yep.
No. Will it go down to this plug?
It's that baby batter that's all over there.
No.
So I'm
So
getting
how do I
back
watch the
shots.
TV? I've got to move this. Right, that still won't work. Move it again. That's still...
It's paint, all right.
Okay, now it works. Now it's plugged in.
Oh my goodness.
Does it look any better this side?
Oh,
There you go, it's plugged in.
I guess it's
so I
better
can
on
see
that
it.
side.
There you go. The TV works.
It works.
I just have to plug it in myself and kind of move it either all the way over there
Particles
or
from
all
some
the way
coughing or
over here,
eating a powdered donut
so I
near
can
the
see it from
TV.
bed.
That would be the safe mode, yes. To just to protect your brain. Yeah. Oh, that is quite a color. Oh my goodness.
This is an interesting lift.
Carpet?
Blimey.
Oh.
Gaffer tape. Lovely.
I think I take the stairs. I think I would be safer taking the stairs.
All the way along on the
Oh.
lift. Kind of makes me feel a little bit uneasy. Nice red carpet.
Totally not
Is
haunted
that carpet?
elevator. Ah, don't
Anyway.
touch it. Don't touch it. That's oh god. Ugh. Ugh. I feel like carpet like that in there and like who knows how long it's been in there. Like I've don't touch it. Don't touch it.
Ground floor.
My eyes.
Scarborough Lift Company. This is being held on.
I'm just saying, like from the looks of the rest of this elevator, I would not be touching those elevator walls. No, no.
By gaffer tape.
It's less
Slightly
sketchy
worrying.
than my first apartment's elevator, actually. Really? Oh gosh.
Oh, there's a cocktail bar.
How dirty it looks. I don't. I don't even. I mean, it's so bright. I'm not sure if it's dirty or not. Even in bigger oil field camprooms. Yeah, I think I would be taking the stairs.
The Empress Suite. Wow.
This looks really
Look at
pretty. This is like such a mixed feeling, like mixed bag for me because like there are other places outside of his like outside of his room, like when he's walking around the lobby and like this room, like this is gorgeous. This is beautiful. His room is a little scary.
This is amazing.
Yeah. And other parts are, yeah, exactly. Maybe you just visit here, you know? You just walk
There's
around.
a bar here as well. But yeah, I've got the whole room to myself, it looks like.
The apartments
VIP
are nice.
style.
The stairwells and elevators were gross.
So
Well,
it's
I
obviously
guess
where
that
bands are
seems
and
like a
stuff like
fair
that.
trade-off, though.
But you can't deny this probably has one of the best views in Scarborough as the sun is going down.
Oh, that is a nice view.
So it's got like a roof terrace as well.
Like 50 years ago. Yeah, it kind of seems like whatever happened over the years or decades or whatever, the quality or the quality control, I guess, maintenance and everything just got totally neglected
They've got like a roof terrace as well.
and just went downhill. Gust of wind knocked over your sliding door once? Oh my god, it's pretty ghetto.
Oh wow.
Like, this doesn't look bad. This is a gorgeous view. This is cool. I like this. The outside looks really cool.
Can't deny the views though. Look at that.
Except the apartments themselves. Oh no.
Poor little plant.
Oh, yeah. Moved in January, left in April. Oh, gosh.
So that's another access then to the beer garden. What's through here? Oh, this is where the reception is. Wow, look at that fireplace. That is so spooky.
Cool. Is it spooky?
It's a fireplace with a mirror in.
Bro, it's not spooky. This is cool. It's not spooky.
Yeah.
Nobody tell him it's haunted.
And another mirror at top. See old photos of the hotel.
It's outside the
looking
building, yeah.
grand.
Well, I mean, to be fair, the lobby and like that, wherever the bar was, like that, like all of that was really pretty.
It's a piano.
Waiting repair.
Wow, look at the view. That is pretty impressive.
That is pretty.
A quiet room. Shh. It's a quiet room.
You just kind of hang out.
It's pretty
maybe
quiet.
Read.
Nice lamp there. I'm not a big fan of leather couches though. They always feel quite cold. You can hear the radiators on though, making a bit of a racket. So that's not making it very quiet. Yes, not a very quiet radiator.
Places you see before paying are nice.
Just exploring. Wait.
Library.
There's a library? Or what used to be a library. What a random room.
What is... Yeah.
Feels pretty cold in here. I guess it's also pretty it's pretty tight as well.
Yeah,
it's almost like when you're waiting for an audition or something. If you're
maybe this is like storage or something. Maybe, or you know, like I don't know. Maybe it's gonna be something else, but they
an actor in this room is full of people waiting to go into their auditions.
If not, yeah, this is kind of cramped.
All these rooms have names. The long room. It's quite long, quite comfy.
This is cool.
Wicker chairs. What a fireplace that is. Amazing.
I do like these fireplaces. It's a long room.
That is a spooky fireplace. What is that about?
Spooky.
It's like someone's ashes would be in there.
It does look like an urn. It does kind of look like an urn.
So I guess this is where the entertainment happens.
Oh, this is nice. This is cool.
Wow, look at the ceiling.
I love that.
Now that is impressive. There is even seating.
Right? It's a pretty fireplace.
Around. Let's go up there, shall we?
Yeah.
Why do I feel like I'm on the Titanic?
It does kind of have that vibe a little bit.
So this is roped off. They're obviously doing some work.
Maybe that's a good sign. Yeah, they definitely need fires in them.
Painting.
I agree.
So this is the upstairs bit of that cabaret ballroom.
Chromospheric, how's it going? We're doing good.
Wow, look at this.
It definitely does have like that Titanic vibe, for sure. His house would be just be decoration here, because oh yeah, right, yeah. That I mean that's fair. That's fair though, if you just want one for decoration.
Room. Wow, look at this.
Like this is nice.
Hard to believe this is all in this hotel.
This is pretty cool.
That doesn't overly look that great.
Yeah, that's not good.
Hope that wire's not live.
This is gorgeous though. I think it's really pretty.
There are doors everywhere here. There's another door here. I have no idea where this goes.
Only one way to find out, Tim. Yep.
Mezzanine.
You gotta lick your...
On a balcony.
You gotta lick it. Lick it.
Whoa.
That's pretty cool. That's like a
What's
nice
in here
view.
then? I wonder what it is up here. See, the rooms are actually also in the basement.
You would notice it, yeah.
Now, apparently they do have problems with security here because I hear that some kids got into one of the rooms last night and decided to put all the taps on and flood it. So that's what all that painting was going on. I'm actually just completely and utterly lost. I have no idea where I'm going.
One of it's just for show, though. You know, some people they just got that fuck you money. You know, I don't, but you know, some other people do.
There's
Wouldn't
plenty
say
of room
the
to
stains
get
are scary.
lost
That is very
and
true.
relax.
The stains are very
What's
scary.
weird about this particular space is there's rooms all around the side of it and up the top as well.
Oh.
Strange, but quirky. I like it.
The backrooms vibe.
Okay, so let's be honest. The hotel looks impressive from the front. Inside, it looks like it needs a little bit of TLC in places. And bearing in mind, a bit of TLC in the rooms has actually happened. It looks like they've got some new carpet.
Yeah,
There's
that's not my
definitely been a
case
paint
either.
job. Just a shame they got it all over the bath and the carpet and the headboard and stuff like that. The kettle, not overly great. The TV that I had to plug in myself and kind of move, and the bathroom was fine. Shame about the whirlpool bath, didn't work, but I thought I got lucky there for a moment. But the rest of the hotel, although it does need some TLC, it is still actually quite an impressive building. You get
It
what
really
you pay for.
is.
I paid £25 for a night, which, to be fair, it is February. It's not peak season, so I'm sure that's probably likely to go up. So I'll let you make your mind up in the comments. Is it that bad?
He paid £25 for the night for the standard room. I mean, it really doesn't sound that bad. I mean, that's pretty cheap. If I had that kind of money now, I wouldn't do something like that. That's fair. Yeah, like £25 sounds pretty cheap. I would think that's pretty cheap. Maybe it's, I don't know. I mean, that's not that much more, right? Pounds to dollars. $33 at, like, if that was like today, it'd be $33. So under 40 bucks. I honestly, that doesn't really sound all that bad. I think he's right though that, you know, it definitely needs like some TLC for sure. But I thought that place was really pretty. Like there is definitely like some really pretty gorgeous parts of that place. So maybe with, you know, a little bit of love in it, like maybe I feel like they could, I don't feel like they're like so far bad that like it's unsavable. I feel like, you know, if they could just get their shit together, they could totally save it. All right. It is that time. Right, hopefully well, it seemed like they were having some renovations going on, so that's good. Like that's a plus. Like that's definitely what you want to see. There's definitely like some renovations going, so I think that's good. I think that's a good thing. So hopefully it continues, you know, and then they can, you know, get better and they can kind of and they'll be able to save it. But because I feel like that place is like way too pretty to not save. Like I don't know how you couldn't save it. He does the US version of Hotel something. Oh yeah, right? He does something like that. Like Hotel Nightmares or something like that, right? It's like something like that. Aw, Slim, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Thank you. Mismanagement is a heck of a problem. Yeah, that's probably like definitely an issue that they have. That hopefully, I mean, hopefully it all gets sorted out for them so that they don't, you know, they don't get stuck like where it's going to be like unsavable after that because that'd be, I feel like that would just be really sad. I feel like that, like, you know, like some places are kind of like, you know, like you kind of know it's like a lost cause and there's not much else you can do about it. But I feel like that would be like don't let that one die, you know, like don't let that one die. That one seems too pretty to like fuck up, you know. I don't know what the rules are in the UK like for stuff like that either, so I got no idea. You need some decent cleaning though, definitely a renovation or two. A redecoration is more mandatory. That red elevator. Oh yeah, the elevator definitely needs help. Needs lots of help. Two hotels returned to ground level and both hotels were in nice places. Oh really? Oh man. Yeah, see like I just hate to see stuff like that happen. It's just sad. Yeah, the place itself is gorgeous. Absolutely. Before you head back to sleep, thank you for coming by, Daniel. Good to see you. Go back to sleep. The place would be closed until the things I said above were made. Yeah. Yeah, we're just at the end. But yes, thank you, Slim. But yeah, thank you guys for hanging out. I really appreciate you guys being here. Thank you for all the follows and just hanging out with me. I appreciate it. I will see you guys tomorrow night. I don't know what we're going to watch tomorrow night, but we'll be watching some stuff, you know, some stuff. But thank you for hanging out. I really do appreciate it. So I will see you guys tomorrow night. Have a good day, night, whatever it is for you. And I will see you guys later.